I am in America's low country taking a food road trip from Savannah, Georgia to Charleston, South Carolina on the most epic southern food tour you have ever seen.
Low country food, that's seafood.
I'm also going straight to the heart of the region by diving deep into the world of the Gullah Geechee people. And look at the line. From their delicious cuisine to some of the struggles they are facing today on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina and throughout the East Coast.
Whoa! Wow.
From shrimp and grits to fresh seafood and red rice, I'm exploring it all. Let's go. This is a massive cargo ship in Savannah, the third busiest port in America. I'm going to explore it all, the food, the people, the culture. Let's go. And this is beautiful Forsyth Park, the largest park in the center of Savannah. 30 acres, huge park, started in 1840. Look at this gorgeous fountain, massive white marble. Over here we have names of people who donated here in Forsyth Park. Very European looking. Love this walkway over here. Got the Spanish moss, lots of people. You got beautiful benches. There's couples taking selfies. There's people weaving baskets. There's a beautiful monument at the very end. So this is Forsyth Park. In the 1840s, William Brown Hodgson conceived the idea of setting aside 10 acres of wooded land in the center of Savannah, making the first recreational park. It was named after the former Georgia governor, John Forsyth. In 1854, they added the fountain and they keep improving since.
Yes, this is just an espresso from Collins Quarter. It's just a restaurant right off the park over here, super packed. Definitely looks like brunch food, but I'm super excited to try this because I need my caffeine fix, you know it.
And what do you know about Spanish moss?
Yeah, so it's not actually killing the tree, the Spanish moss. A lot of people have that misconception, and it is also not a moss. It's another type of, I don't know if it's a fungus or a plant of some sort, but it's actually misnamed, so just something to think about.
Let's try Collins Quarter. Bitter, really rich.
Yeah.
I'm more into cold brews now. Can't wait for the southern food. We're going to Miss Wilkes' dining room. You should be there around 10 in the morning. It is 10:40, so we're a little late because they said the line's out the door. Some of the best southern food, it's like family style. So you sit down, you order the food, and it comes all out. Mac and cheese, shrimp and grits. So we're gonna start off today at Miss Wilkes' dining room. They told me to get here at least an hour before they open at 11 a.m. because there's gonna be a line, and look at this line. Look how massive it is. We're gonna be in here for what, at least an hour waiting? All right. Hey, how you doing?
There,
Everything good?
Step through the hall for me over there, okay? There's a step up through the door, please.
Okay. So two. Oh, the step that way? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. I love this. The communal eating like this? Are we jumping in here? Hello, hello.
Good morning. How's everyone here doing today? Good. This is sweet tea that we place here on the table for you all. Do anyone here care for unsweetened tea or water? Water, please. One water?
It's really good. Look at this. It's like some beautiful
Ooh, I'm not into that.
pork.
Pick the system.
Some fried chicken here. I'm gonna pass it that way. This looks like red rice, bro. Red rice? I know, I'm messing with you. It's gumbo? Love gumbo.
Fried okra.
Fried okra.
That makes more sense.
Even better. Also fried okra. Some, so we got some here, some mac and cheese. Look at here.
Is there a leg in there?
I'm trying not to mix too much here. I'm gonna have to start eating. The plate's full.
Just give us the whole plate.
Look at this fluffy cornbread. It's like breaking. So how's the chicken? Fried chicken? Oh my gosh.
Like yam looking thing?
Oh, the batter. So fresh. Not too hot.
Black eyed peas?
Yeah, they're good. It's ridiculously juicy. Whoa. The chicken's outstanding.
This is the place to get chicken.
Nice and brown, golden brown, crunchy. Not too hot. Oh yeah, juicy.
The cream corn already came down.
The cornbread. That's what I love about Southern food. Oh, it's cornbread.
I need another drumstick and another round because I only do one.
The pulled pork. I'm gonna try. I think that's fried Brussels. Oh yeah, super crunchy. Gumbo.
Yes.
I have so much mixed here. We're gonna have some stuffing.
Those are the only two we haven't seen. No.
So what do you have there?
I have this hot sauce, Davidsbeenhere hot sauce. Oh yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tear this chicken open, and I'm going to put it right down on that chicken. Whoa!
I gotta try.
All right, no, you better be careful.
You open the floodgates.
Just a dab. Let's see.
Oh wow,
Dave, you want to try some?
that's really good and spicy. It's got this sweet pineapple guava in it to balance it out.
No, this is good though. It's the best sweet tea I've ever had. So what do you have there?
Banana pudding or peach alamo, which is peach cobbler with ice cream on the top, but today we have a little bit of well.
Ooh. And so this is where everybody's from?
Yes, sir. This is the map that have everyone who has been here and where they're from.
And where are you from? You're from here?
I'm from Savannah. Yes, born and raised.
What's one thing you love about Savannah?
I love the diverse. The culture here is very diverse.
So which one is this?
That is banana pudding.
Banana pudding. Banana pudding. All right, let me try some banana pudding. Banana pudding. Oh, it's so good. It's phenomenal. I'm all about savory, but today, the sweet.
I thought he would work. It's the best peach cobbler I've ever had, so you're gonna have to.
I have to. Best peach cobbler you ever had? No way.
It's not too sweet.
That was good. Oh my God. This is like heaven. Southern food heaven. Food's too good. I'm so happy. So the way it works here is you wait in line, you sit down with 10 people, then after you pay $30 per person, you can eat endless everything that's on the table. I think the cornbread, the pulled pork. So once you're done, get your plate, your cup. Hey guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Tell me about the restaurant. What's the history?
Well, my great-grandparents, their picture above the mantel over there, they started in 1943. They had a farm in Vidalia, Georgia, which is about an hour away from here. But anyway, during World War II, the government took their farm for an airstrip. And they were forced to relocate here to Savannah. And my great-grandfather went to work for the railroad, and they stayed in this boarding house. And the woman that ran it was elderly, so about a year after they got here, they took it over from her. And they ran the boarding house till about the mid-'70s when that kind of thing died out. But because of her reputation for feeding her boarders, she was able just to morph it into a restaurant. So that's kind of how they got started. And then my dad ran the place for about 30 years after them, and I've been doing it for about 25. So
Wow, congratulations.
we're coming up on being here for a really long time. So.
Yeah, so why family communal dining like this?
Well, it's just how it started. You know, when they had the boarding house, they only had one table, and they just fed the 10 boarders that stayed here for every meal. So that's kind of how the concept evolved. And, you know, it's something you don't see anymore anywhere, and it's kind of funny. You'll see people come in the door, and they're very hesitant to sit with somebody that they don't know. And then by the time they leave, they've had the best time, and they met somebody new, and, you know, it's been a great experience most of the time. So, yeah, it's exciting for people to do something a little different, and we're glad we were able to keep doing it.
How has this neighborhood changed over these years? Do you know?
Yeah, so when they first started, it was not a very nice neighborhood in the 40s. And Miss Wilkes was actually my great-grandmother was one of the first people to redo a building in this neighborhood. And And of course now it's one of the nicest streets in Savannah, so it has come a long way and since 1943. So, but it's a great neighborhood for people to stand out on and wait. So yeah, it's fun.
And one last question: so you're from Savannah?
Oh yeah.
So can you tell like just people who've never been to Savannah, just one thing that's special about this, or memory you have about this place?
When I went away to college, most of my friends ended up in a different city than they grew up in. But it's funny how almost all of my friends ended up right back in Savannah. So I think that's a testament to the life here, and it's just living on the coast, and we have a great climate, and there's it's good people here, and I think it's just a great place to live and raise a family. So I think that's why everybody ends up back here that's from here.
I love it so far. I mean, I'm only like 4 hours in, but so far I've had a great time. Best fried chicken, love a sweet tea.
Yes.
So good, so good. Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Ryan. Thank you. We appreciate you. Going for some ice cream. Oh, wow. What a line still.
From Savannah?
I am. I was raised right up the next block.
Wow.
My name is Minnie Edmonds. I was Minnie Gillikin. Graduated Savannah High in 1962.
Wow.
And we just tagged your video. Your
Oh,
YouTube channel.
thank you.
Where are you going from here?
Hey, it's Leopold's ice cream right now.
You're going to love it. Stand in line.
Yes. I'm
We
getting
got
a
a long day
sundae.
of food ahead of us.
Yeah.
I'm getting a banana split, maybe.
Yeah. You got it.
Can I ask one other question? How has it changed then? So you grew up here over the 60s. Like, is it Savannah really changed a lot over the years?
It has. But these streets right here are just absolutely like it was before.
Wow.
There's see the black balcony there? Okay. Right at the end of the street, second one from the corner is where we lived. Now, at that time, my mother paid $18 a month rent.
What?
Oh yeah, go online now and check and see how much these buildings sell for in the millions. So yeah, it's changed a lot, but her place has never changed. It never has changed. When my brother and I lived down there, we used to come down here as kids. $1.25. We'd go to the back door and she'd bring our plates out and stuff it.
Oh my God.
Quarter.
Yeah.
You can't get a stick of gum for a quarter. Yeah.
Quarter for food.
You got a leaf.
Wow.
It was like 75 cents, and then it went up to $1, and then it went up to $1.25.
Now it's 30.
Oh,
It's like the frog in the hot water.
It's 30 now.
It's all when it's $20. You're like, wait a second, what happened here?
But you know what? For $30, the experience I got in there,
Oh, I know it.
so
Isn't it
worth it.
wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing.
Her and her husband lived upstairs, and she cooked for the railroad men, but she only cooked them breakfast, and they would take their lunches and go to work. So they asked her one day, Miss Wilkes, you think you could cook us dinner? We can't find any place to eat. She said, yeah. So her and her husband moved upstairs, converted it downstairs, and started cooking her breakfast and dinner. And then she converted to lunch after that. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Pleasure to meet you too.
You're amazing.
Okay.
No,
I'm gonna take a
I'm
picture.
super. Yeah, we can take a picture. No
Oh, you
problem.
got a video now. You're famous.
We got a video. Thank you so much. Oh, he's charging me for hugging the wife. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good one. No, this is what I was told about Savannah in particular, is that this Georgian Southern charm, that you're gonna feel it all throughout the day here, and we've seen it. I mean, and it's not just Georgians; it's Americans. You got Virginians, you got Texans, you got North Carolina. I mean, everybody's coming. West Virginians coming here. It's amazing. This is great. Wow. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and that's how I feel about this trip. Each restaurant I go to, I interact with people, and I have no idea what's about to happen. And I'm excited. We're here in Savannah. You know, this is the oldest city in Georgia, and right where I'm sitting is where they filmed Forrest Gump, that iconic scene. The entire movie is telling his story right here in Chippewa Square.
Chippewa Square.
Chippewa Square.
We're gonna be going shrimping later too.
We're going shrimping later. We're gonna get some shrimp and grits for sure. It's amazing.
Forrest, run!
Dude, no, the whole scene right now, so beautiful. Look at this green, lush Spanish moss just like hanging off all the trees. Look how much there is. Beautiful. So oldest city in Georgia, founded in 1733. It's gorgeous. I love the small town feel, but at the same time, very walkable, very green, safe. Feels great. So next up, we're at Leopold's Ice Cream since 1919. Look at this. Come here, let's see the menu. So you got massive ice cream, but you also have These beautiful cookies. What else they got? Banana split. All right, let's go. How's everybody? Good? Yeah, so good. I'm excited. I heard so many good things, so many flavors, huh? Honey, almond, and cream. So we're gonna do a banana split today. They have so many different flavors. How many flavors you guys got right now? 28 flavors. Okay, so I can choose 3. So he was saying maybe I should try the chocolate, chewies, and cream?
That was my favorite.
You think? All right, let's try it.
I got a nice chunk for you right there.
Nice, huh? You're giving too much.
No allergies, right?
All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. So it's chewy. That's delicious. More pecans. Throw all the pecans.
It's the best.
Peanut butter chippy.
Look at that.
You want like a single scoop or yeah?
So what'd you put there?
That's the Savannah Socialite right there.
Savannah Socialite. I tried that as well. It was good.
That's our most popular one. And then the chocolate chewies, you said?
Yeah. I mean, it was delicious.
That one is my favorite in a brownie sundae.
In a brownie sundae?
Yeah.
Wow. That looks so good. You see, you putting it in there?
Got a nice peanut butter chippy, like Reese's cups.
Oh my gosh. That looks amazing. All right.
So just have this here. I'm gonna put pecans, strawberries, pineapples on here.
So we're building this beautiful banana split. Where's the banana? Perfect. Putting the whipped cream on top. And chocolate. Is that good? Oh wow, look at that.
Everyone makes splits a little bit differently. Some people put the chocolate sauce on first. I like doing it second because it looks better over the whipped cream. But
Wow. What a monster, Nate. That's for you and me, bro.
I don't think this guy's gonna be able to finish everything.
No, I won't. Nice cherry on top. So I don't remember the last time I had a banana split, but I'm excited for this one, man. This is a legendary one. Hey, thank you so much. Here we go. Let's go try it. I'm gonna sit right here.
So the soda fountain that you see was from the original location, and it's one of the oldest soda fountains in the United States.
Wow, amazing. So 1919 right there, and that photo is 1940s. So you can see very old school, beautiful, man. I love how the history here.
Yeah.
So much.
That Tutti Frutti ice cream is one of the first flavors from 1919.
Tutti Frutti?
And it was named 13 most legendary desserts in the entire world by Taste Atlas. And do you know that song, Tutti Frutti? So,
Little Richard.
Yes, Little Richard. So Johnny Mercer, who wrote Moon River, he worked here as a young boy.
Oh wow.
And he earned a
That's why there's the
nickel.
photos of them everywhere.
Yes. And he told everyone he would write a song about Tutti Frutti because he loved the ice cream so much, but they say Little Richie beat him to it. But yeah, we created the Tutti Frutti flavor. It's very old.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have to try the Tutti Frutti after. This is like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the same time?
It's a good thing you went to Miss Wilkes.
Right? No, I started off with breakfast and Miss Wilkes, so. No, I got banana.
Yes, that counts.
It counts. I love that Georgian pecan. Get in here. Oh my gosh. The ice cream.
Que sabor?
Sweet. Oh, with the pineapple as well? I don't know what to tell you, this is so good. Love the flavors, the uniqueness of the whipped cream. You know, every time I come to a place like this, I literally step back in time. It reminds me of like going to the movie Back to the Future when he goes to the 1950s. He goes to places like this, old school diners. It's sadly, these places are dying. You know, 1919 for establishment to last this long. Where do you find that in America? Very, very little spots, but we still got a few. What cookie is that?
This is a childlike sugar cookie that brings me the nostalgia of my childhood.
Oh wow.
It's always good.
It's amazing.
Is it good?
Yeah, too good.
Awesome. Yeah, looks like you really got in there. Actually.
I got in there.
It's the banana split king of.
I said 2 bites. It's like 14 bites. I gotta try the Tutti Frutti though. She was telling me.
Tutti Frutti?
Yeah, I gotta try.
That's what we're like known for.
You're known for it. Yeah, so we gotta try at least a little bit.
Yeah, you have to. It's like a fruitcake if you turned it into ice cream. That's exactly what it tastes like, which, if you like fruitcake, amazing. If you don't, oh well.
So I'm here with Ross, the GM. So Ross, how long have you been here?
We've actually been in Savannah since 1919, a little over 100 years, almost 105 actually. We do a yearly anniversary party, block party, close everything off. It's really neat. Been making ice cream the same way ever since, small batches, small recipes, as little ingredients as possible, kind of keeps things simple in a good way. If that makes sense.
And a lot of Georgian pecans.
Oh yeah, Georgia grown. It's there's actually a big movement in Georgia to promote ingredients from the state itself. So we use pecans that are grown right up the road, harvest, shelled, roasted for us, and we use them in our butter pecan, the Savannah Socialite, a couple of other seasonal flavors as well. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, you know what I love about this place is that as soon as you walk in, it's nostalgia. I was born in the 80s, and I grew up watching movies from the 50s, and I sort of seen this theme, and then it's a museum at the same time.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a history. So obviously we've got the Savannah connection, but also Shrine Leopold, the owner of Leopold's Ice Cream, his fathers and two uncles started the original business back in 1919, but he took a bit of a interesting path in the ice cream career. So he's a producer, worked at Paramount, a couple of other places, worked on all of these films that you see, all the one sheets on the wall. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you have the props over here for
there's a prop case around there. We've got a couple things in the front. A lot of these one sheets, ones that he's collected throughout his entire career.
Well, he worked with in Captain America and the First Avenger, so
big time.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing that makes Savannah special?
The people. Be honest, all the locals. Work our best to welcome, bring everyone in. And I say locals, but we're all from everywhere. I mean, I'm born and raised in the area, but a lot of us a lot of people in the city transplants, but just it's what makes the city great.
So you were born in Savannah, but you've been 14 years with the company.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And how has this neighborhood changed?
Oh my gosh, amazingly. I don't know if we have enough time to go through all of that, but goodness, the difference just on this block itself. I mean, there didn't used to be streetlights in front of our building.
Wow.
Those came along after we started. They've grown broad streets. I'm sure you've seen a lot of it, a lot of different restaurants and places to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just really grown, and it was commercial, and now it's turned to more local again. It's great.
Yeah. So what's one of your most fond memories being here?
Probably everyone I've met along the way. I mean, we have a really great team here, but also, for every year or so we bring in 20 or 30 more staff, but it's also the amount of turnover we have in our guests. I mean, I've got friends that I've met here that I still talk to, customers that haven't been by, guests that haven't come by in years that I text with, I talk to, they plan their trips, they ask me for advice. I mean, that's it for me, it's the people.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Big people guy, apparently.
Well, the one thing I'm missing is the Tutti Frutti. Let's go try it a little bit.
Yeah, let's grab you a sample.
Let's go. So right now we're going to do the Tutti Frutti. The original flavor?
The original flavor. It's a rum-based ice cream with candied fruit and pecans. The Johnny Mercer special, if you will. Famous Savannah lyricist. He worked in our original shop and wrote a song about it, actually. It's pretty great. And you can find that, just Google Tutti Frutti. Little Richard did it. That's the more famous version.
That's the one he's dancing in the music video.
Tutti Frutti! Oh, Lord.
Right?
That's why it's so catchy.
Is that in Back to the Future? It's one of these movies from the 50s.
Yeah.
See ya.
More of those Georgia pecans we talked about.
I love the amount of rum. Oh yeah, that is good.
Rum is very Caribbean vibe.
So Caribbean. Oh, it's like creamy.
Haitian ice cream.
There you go.
Nice. So what's the fruits that are in it?
It's cherries, maraschino cherries, pineapples, and
so pineapples, cherries, and pecans. The original flavor. Wow. I see why you guys lasted. This is amazing. And the ice cream's made in the back?
Well, we used to. Actually, we got way too busy for that. And we actually opened a production facility in Savannah where we've got big refrigerated room, a couple batch freezers going nonstop. So we can churn it out.
And from what I see, I mean, you guys are popular. A lot of people coming through. I mean, you guys sell out.
I mean, the summers we get these lines either pick a direction and these lines go either way.
No, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
For your time.
And right down the street, we have Savannah Seafood Shack. We're gonna get a big, low country boil. It's gonna be so good. Savannah Seafood Shack, voted best low country boil in Savannah. Let's go. All right, so we're here with Christine. She's the owner of Savannah Seafood Shack. So what is the concept of a low country boil?
So low country boil is something that is very popular in the southern coastal area. And so what we did is that we turned a typical communal meal into a single portion meal that you can enjoy for lunch or dinner. Savannah Seafood Shack was open about 8 years ago, so we're into our 9th year.
Amazing. So who comes here? A lot of tourists.
Yes, we have a lot of tourists who come. We have tourists who literally wants to make this their first shop. They roll in with their suitcase. We have a lot of locals who also enjoy dining with us, a lot of the hospitality workers, anyone who has friends or family in town usually makes this one of their stops.
Amazing. So I'm going to be trying the single portion low country boil. So what's in that?
So our single portion low country boil has peeled and deveined shrimp, premium beef sausage, red potatoes, corn. It's shaken with a garlic butter and our proprietary seasoning.
And then you said we're also going to have a crab pie?
Yes. So our crab pie is also another specialty here. It is fresh crab meat mixed with a blend of cheeses, onions, green peppers, and then we put it in a deep dish pie crust. We bake it, and it's like marrying a crab cake and a quiche.
So what is this?
So this is our proprietary seasoning. It's a blend of Cajun spices, paprika, we have lemon pepper. This is what goes into all of our boils, along with garlic butter and a fresh squeeze of lemon. We're considered a high volume restaurant, and our kitchen is pristine for the amount of volume we do. Health inspectors use our kitchen as their standard, which we take a lot of pride in.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's really cool. So Daisy is going to show you how we make our famous low country boil.
So the low country boil consists on 2 corns, potatoes, and sausage. We put them in the water. It has cooking seasoning in it. We let it steam. Once it's steamed, that's whenever we add the shrimp. And then we're gonna toss it in the bag that contains Cajun seasoning, garlic butter, and a lemon.
Garlic butter.
Yes.
So I'm talking about.
More better.
More better, right?
More butter, more better.
Ready?
Oh, it looks good. Yeah, it's good how you diced it, so it's easier to eat.
Yep.
You sure there is no Szechuan pepper in there? It looks numbing. It looks like hot pot.
It smells good.
It looks like hot pot, dude. No, cause she has a hot pot restaurant right over there.
Yeah, my first restaurant was a hot pot.
Oh, your first restaurant was. How long does it take to cook?
Approximately 2 minutes.
Oh, quick.
This is more about like the essence of like this freshness of our ingredients. The Cajun boils typically are drowned in a lot more butter than what we use, a lot of heavy spices. And so here it's a lighter fare.
Now that is ready. Perfect. Now we're gonna add
Paprika?
Cajun seasoning.
Cajun.
1 lemon and garlic butter.
Ooh. That's what makes this dish so good. And you toss the whole thing. Done. Yes. The country boil. Do you eat this all the time? I'm sure you do.
All the time. I am my biggest fan.
You are your biggest fan? That's great. All right, so I'm gonna sit right here.
If you like hot sauce, it is good with a little...
With a little hot sauce?
Well, put it on your
Okay.
plate.
So the crab pie. So it's like a crab cake / quiche?
Yes, if you married a crab cake and a quiche, or if they had a baby, crab pie is what...
That's what you get?
Yes.
And we got some Louisiana brand hot sauce. It comes up. You said it's good with hot sauce, right?
A dash.
A dash? And then over
Everything
here
is a little,
is this
and
cocktail?
that's cocktail sauce
That's more for like shrimp.
for the shrimp, yes.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna get a little piece of this. Basically the whole piece. Here we go. Oh yeah, I need a little bit of heat, but oh, it's amazing. It is like a super crumbly crab cake.
So it's very melty, and then the butter crust of
Butter
like
crust.
the pie kind of gives you that golden finish. So it is very indulgent, but well worth it. What's cool about this is that the flavors are
Oh my gosh, the flavor.
kind of smacks you in the face.
No, it hits you. I smell that sausage right away. Oh, that is great. And this is one portion?
This is our single portion.
Single portion. Big portions of Savannah?
It's a decent portion,
Yeah.
yeah. But what's great about this is that it is all bite-sized.
Yeah, because usually, here's your hands,
Yeah.
and they throw it on the table.
Yeah.
Here you get it, one easy order. You have everything in one. Wow, that was delicious shrimp. Devane. The
So
seasoning.
we make Low Country Boil accessible.
Wow. Let me get some of this cocktail sauce. Oh yeah. Now this I have to grab my hands. So I've had a Cajun boil twice in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's like Louisiana style,
Yeah.
not like Low Country, which is different, right? So what is the biggest differences here?
The biggest difference is that it is going to be a little bit lighter than your traditional Louisiana crab boil kind of places.
The
You
butter.
really, it's more focused on the essence of the freshness of like the shrimp and the potatoes and the corn, and really being able to taste it without the sauce being overpowering. You can always add more, but our guest loves it's just the right amount of heat.
And it's usually always like this, like potatoes, then you have shrimp and sausage.
Yes.
And corn.
Yes.
That's it.
That is it.
It's like surf and turf. Super juicy, this sausage. I love the seasoning.
And a lot of places, they don't shake.
They don't shake the
They
bag?
don't shake it, and so it's pretty bland. Or you just get a lot of season on the top layer, but not really once. Every crevice of every single item really gets coated nicely, and so you're gonna get that same flavorful bite from the first to the last.
And is this like an old school tradition here in Georgia, Savannah?
This is a low country cuisine, so really it's like, I would say the coastal area, the Carolinas, Georgia, maybe upper Florida areas, but it is like, usually it's a family meal, and so the family gathers, you have a large group, and it's a really fun meal filled with memories. And so what we've made it is a accessible meal, so you don't have to wait for your family reunion. You can come in for Wednesday for lunch, Thursday for dinner type of meal, and you can have Low Country Boil at any time.
And I'm guessing like for Thanksgiving, this is something that they would eat?
You can, yeah. For those who, want something a little bit different, or if they're staying on the beach and they don't really care for your traditional, turkey for Thanksgiving, you can definitely do a low country.
Go more of the seafood aspect.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, this is an amazing combo. So from Charleston to Savannah, that's like Low Country cuisine.
Yes.
So you've been in Savannah for a while,
Yes.
right? So what's your favorite thing about Savannah? Like what's one thing that comes to mind?
Oh goodness, the history.
The history?
History, just being on coastal water. We take our boat out a lot, and so it's really nice. We definitely take it for granted, but having moved other places, it's good to be back home.
Yeah, so this is my first time in Georgia in like 20 years. I've been to Atlanta before, but this is a whole different feeling. It's more like smaller town feel, very cozy.
Small town. We're not in a hurry to go anywhere.
Exactly.
We're very friendly, and that's what we love about having businesses in Savannah, is that we're able to give people that southern hospitality that they may not get where they're from, or that it's just what Savannah is all about. It's about comfort foods. It's about southern hospitality. It's about the moss tree. It's about our sweet tea. And so you get all of that coming here.
So right in front of your restaurant, we have, what is it, the Marshall House?
Yep, so this is the Marshall House. It is one of the most haunted places in Savannah. We heard that if you stay there, you're guaranteed a special guest or two throughout your night.
So you're guaranteed an experience.
Yes, absolutely.
Marshall House. Next time I stay
They
there.
charge you extra per night for this.
Do they?
Yes, yeah.
I just get worried. If I wake up to go to the bathroom and I see something, they can't hurt you though, right?
No, but
No?
I don't know. I hope not.
Maybe.
I hope not.
Hey, thank you so much. Hey, I truly
Thank you.
appreciate
Very
it.
nice to meet you.
Low Country Bowl, definitely come here to Savannah. Seafood Shack, so good.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Savannah has a lot of beautiful parks, 22 to be exact, just like this. This is the Pulaski Monument, erected in the square, the memory of General Casimir Pulaski. Who was that? 1854.
Nah, you look around, you see there's just it's the famous southern porch look. You know, Charleston also has it, but if you look over here, I mean, almost has a New Orleans vibe in that sense, but it's more just for the homes and things like that. But it's really cool looking, really great architecture.
I'm from Miami and this is my first time in Savannah, Georgia. I've been wanting to come here for so long. I've planned this trip a few times. You know, I thought, you know, go for a day or two and then go up to Charleston, and you know, we're finally doing it. I'm so excited. Look at this historical home right here. So we had to stop here at David's Crab House. Look at this, garlic shrimp, garlic Dungeness crab, garlic snow crab, getting a sample of everything. And as soon as you walk in, over here we have shrimp, we got conch. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Jessica, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
So your father is David?
My father is David, yes.
Yeah, and what do you guys do here?
Here we're just a local seafood restaurant, to-go restaurant here. We've been here since 1992.
Oh wow.
So we've been here for a while.
And so what should we try today?
You should try everything.
Everything?
And we're gonna give you a sample plate for first-time customers.
Okay,
So let me
perfect.
fix that for you.
Let's do this. I'm excited for the conch. I'm from Miami, you know, we're all about the conch, Bahamas.
Oh, okay. It's our shell on shrimp, and it has our signature hot sauce on it that we make ourselves.
Okay.
And then this is our conch. We have the best conch in town. Let me give you one of those. That actually has our hot sauce on it as well.
That crawfish. Ooh, look at that.
Some more goodies.
There's a lot more.
A lot more goodies.
So what are these?
These are our Dungeness.
Those are the Dungeness crabs?
These are our snow crabs.
Snow crabs.
This is our Dungeness.
So you just throw like a leg and a knuckle? Is that what it's called, knuckle?
Well, we call it a leg. Yeah. And then let me find you a loose snow crab.
Oh my gosh, look at the snow crab.
Maybe I'll just break one off for you.
Ooh, I love that piece. Stick my teeth in there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just break that off for you. There you go. And so those three that I just put on there is our signature crab season that we make ourselves. Yeah.
How long have you guys been here?
Since 92.
92.
Yeah.
And the area changed a lot since then?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a total different change. We actually used to be across the street, but they tore the building down and now they're about to make a apartment complex.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
So it's changing.
It's definitely changing.
Yeah. And what's one thing that you love about Savannah?
What I love about Savannah, I would say the history of it. I like the history of Savannah. It has a lot to tell.
So here we have a sampler. We got a bunch of different things, nice goodies, and we're doing it traditional style using our hands. So I'm gonna move this guy. I'm gonna start off with something easy. So we got amazing conch crabs in. So I'm just gonna, nice. So everything cold.
Everything is kept cold. Some people eat seafood cold, some people eat it warm, but we keep it cold because some people travel with it.
Some people travel with it.
People come from New York that fly down here and then come back.
So I just ate the shell off, and now I'm trying the shell on. Shell on I think is always tastier.
Shell on is, I don't know why.
I think because like wherever it's cooked in, the broth, whatever it is, it stays inside.
Marinated in here.
Yeah. It's just in there. Right there.
Good?
Buttery.
Buttery.
Buttery. We have the egg here. I don't know if I've had an egg like this in my hand for a while, since India. Mm-hmm.
And then try it with the hot sauce.
With that hot sauce. Mmm.
See? You know what I'm saying?
Nice. That's some different hot sauce. Georgia hot sauce.
It's our hot sauce.
So your grandmother started the sauce.
She started the sauce.
She's made the
at
recipe.
home. Yeah. And then
Little crawfish, pull them out. You did this guy too? Or what?
you can if you want.
I'm your purist. Mm-hmm.
I'll let you try this.
What is this?
This is crab salad.
It's crab salad?
Yep. It's imitation crab meat though, but it's crab salad. Good.
I'll eat a whole pound of that.
Yeah.
That's so tasty.
Yeah.
Then for this, see the way I do it, I usually just go in here. Mm-hmm. Got the meat in there.
And a lot of people don't know about the Dungeness.
You're the Dungeness, correct?
Mm-hmm. That's the Dungeness chicken.
So what are the 3 crabs we have? With Dungeness, snow crab. You heard that?
Yeah.
Meriden gets their crabs from here.
Mm-hmm. That's the secret. Mm-hmm.
Oh snap,
They
we're
have
starting a war.
Right. Maryland come down here like, our crab's better. And I'm like, y'all crabs.
Oh, you guys are fighting over which is the best crabs?
Yeah.
We didn't know there are crabs, actually.
It's our crab.
No, low country is all about the crabs.
Yeah, it's a war between our crabs and their crabs.
Oh man, the garlic. It's amazing. The snow crab. Love how long these are. Mm-hmm. And dip it into this. Let's go from here
Yep. Straight there. There you go.
to there. Mmm. It's all spice. Oh, this is amazing. Nice amount of meat. And then you just dip it. Good stuff. So only to go.
Only to go.
You got that blue crab. Yeah, it's definitely sweeter. A lot more meat though. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. I do enjoy eating crabs.
That's the good part.
Mm-hmm. So usually when people come in first timers, you get a sampler portion like this.
Yes. Yeah. That same exact plate right there.
Thank you so much. The food was delicious.
Of course.
Next time I'm gonna have some more of that conch. No visit to Savannah is complete without visiting the Savannah waterfront. This area dates back over 200 years to the mid-1800s. We have River Street below us, and right here we have these beautiful historical buildings, over 70 shops. This one, yay old tobacco shop, 51 years in business. Congratulations. I love the bridges. It's like bridges leading over to the building from the land. And right below us, we have River Street, so we're gonna go over there now. Over here we have Cafe M. Get a coffee. Look at this right here. See it? It's like a little bridge. So it goes from the street, parking, you cross over, and each one of these is a different different shop. This one's in renovation. River Street Inn. Oh, dude, look at this. Look at this. It's a historical hotel. National Registry of Historical Places. The River Street Inn. Oh, and guys, look at this golden dome building. Beautiful with the American flag on the top. Historic steps. Use at your own risk. They're very steep. Woo! Yes, this feels like Europe right here. Oh man, this is amazing down here. Look at this. Feels like I'm somewhere in London on the banks of the river there. Look at that. Cool. Cobblestones, man. Massive stones. Wow. It's a big building. Huge. Woo, the wind. I really love the bridges. So this is how they used to enter, going through here. That was the way into the city. And you come down here, and right here we have historic River Street. Look at this, how many shops we got. Shops and galleries, restaurants and nightclubs, more shops and galleries, restaurants and nightclubs forever. 70 different ones. You have like 5 different hotels. Over here, this place I heard is really good, the Cotton Exchange. There's a tavern right there. You got souvenir shops, more hotels. Come over here. Look at this massive anchor. And this is the Savannah River. Obviously, the city is named after the river. And I highly recommend taking a boat tour. You can get on one of these boats for like 2 hours, have dinner, and see, Savannah by the water. There are so many amazing places to eat in Savannah, but this place you cannot miss. It's Crystal Beer Parlor since 1933. This place takes you back in time. If you want to see what Savannah was like 50 years ago, come here. They have amazing beer, massive beer selection, but they also have a phenomenal crab stew. Let's go inside. Can't wait. All right, let's go. All right. So as soon as you walk in, you can see all the history on the walls. Beautiful. So they have two different dining areas, over here and over here. All right, it's gonna be good. Specials written over here. You have the bar, and this is our table. We have the amazing decorations. Hey, how are y'all? I'm excited, guys. This is gonna be awesome. Look at this place. Ooh, you can feel the years in here, huh? How you guys doing? YouTube. Yeah. How's the beers? Good? I'm excited, man. There's a lot of beer here. Look at that list. Some bourbon as well? All right, so massive beer selection. This is Oktoberfest, so they also have some Oktoberfest beers. You got a lot of German, so you got Double Buck. You have Oktoberfest Lager. We got some wheat ales, Belgian. I think I'm gonna go with a dark lager. A Dunkel. Or a strong wheat ale. That looks good. Wow, look at this. Look at this. And these are all international beers. So what do you recommend?
What are you in the mood for? Something lighter, darker, IPA?
I'm looking for dark and heavy.
Sure, we have Guinness on draft. If you want something real heavy, that Prairie Brewing. Yeah, Maple Marty. It's a coffee maple pumpkin stout.
This one? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll try that one.
Anything for you, sir? I'll just take a pollinator.
All right. So I'm here with John, the owner of the restaurant. So John, can you tell me a little bit of the history and what you guys do here?
Well, the restaurant was not originally a restaurant. It was a grocery store owned by a family. It was one of the first Jewish grocery stores in Savannah. And they lived upstairs. And the owner was killed in a car accident on his way to work. And the family sold the business. And it became the Crystal Beer Parlor. Actually, the Crystal Restaurant at first. It became the beer parlor after Prohibition. But the owner of the Crystal Restaurant used to run Hooch to New York. And he got caught, went to jail, and he was in jail with one of Al Capone's men.
Wow.
And he really liked him, so he told Al Capone about this guy and said, and so Capone on his way to Florida one year stops here and offers the owner a job with him. And he said, thank you, sir, but I just got out of jail. No, thank you. So we said no to Al Capone. And it's been in business pretty constantly since then, 1933.
In terms of food, we got some seafood, we have burgers, we have a mix.
Seafood, burgers, great salads.
So what's something special about Savannah? Your favorite thing about Savannah?
The history, the architecture, the people. It's a beautiful town, a beautiful town. Very nice town. I love it.
And what's one memory from this place?
When I was a kid, my father used to bring me here to pick up to-go orders for the family.
Wow.
And he'd sit me on the end of the bar right down there. He'd have a beer, and then they would come out with these brown paper bags with grease stains. That was from the French fries. And it was a huge temptation on the way home not to eat them all before we got home. So, yeah, so I grew up here, basically.
And the beer is endless.
86.
86 beers.
86 beers, 26 on tap.
26 on top. Amazing.
Beers, cans, bottles, we've got everything.
Well, I'm a beer guy, so I'm like super excited to try the beers. I don't know if there's any Georgian beers here, but I know I'm having something really heavy right here.
Well, we do Oktoberfest. So we have a full Oktoberfest menu. and German beers.
Well, I love the whole ambiance, the experience. I mean, it literally feels like I'm stepping back in time.
We really didn't change much at all here. We just put some fresh paint and...
Somebody told us this is what Savannah looked like 50 years ago. Do you think that that's accurate?
Longer, yeah. Wow. So, yeah, the place hasn't changed that much at all. These tables have been here forever. The tops are different, but the bases are, you see, they're almost like an Art Deco style.
Well, awesome.
All right, guys. Well, have a good time.
Thank you so much. John, the owner's amazing. What a great guy. Just gave us the whole history lesson of the establishment. And now it's time for some beer. This one, man, look at this, guys. This is 14%. This is one of the heaviest beers I think I've ever had in my life.
14%?
Coffee maple pumpkin stout.
It's a 3X.
Coffee, maple syrup, pumpkin. Dude, this is a bomb. Deliciousness.
Salud.
Salute.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice and light, just how I like it.
These are some crab puppies, guys. Ain't
Like a
hush puppies.
with crab.
Look at this.
It has a nice
How hot
remoulade.
is it? That sauce is remoulade.
Remoulade.
It's almost like a spicy, creamy. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, they got the local beer.
Yeah, I got the local. So we're going with the IPA made right here in Savannah.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's good. That's citrusy. It's a hazy IPA. Yeah, that last beer was Atomic.
Yeah, you're good.
This is called a crab hush puppy. And what you do is you just get some of the sauce like that. Beautiful. It's like a crab and a hush puppy had a baby. It's like a crab cake inside. Literally the same thing. Lots of crab meat. It's so good. It beats every other hush puppy. Wow. You were born and raised in Savannah?
I was all my life.
And how's it changed over the past 50 years?
Well, downtown has been revitalized completely. And everybody went shopping at the south side, and now Broad Street's revitalized.
Wow.
Savannah College of Art and Design has done amazing things for our city. And this is just a fun place to come to meet and hang out with your friends. A lot of people have gotten engaged here. A lot of people come to, the prom date here. So it's a landmark. It's history.
What's your favorite memory of Savannah? Just one good memory. Good memory.
My favorite memory of Savannah. Oh wow, had to be
one good one.
Yeah, had to be when my parents took me to St. Patrick's Day when I was probably about 9 years old, and they painted my hair green, and it took 2 months to get the green out of my hair. But just the parade, the festivities, I still go to this day. So
it's huge, right? The St. Patrick's Day. Why is that? Is there a lot of Irish immigrants
There's a
here?
lot of Irish heritage here in Savannah. A lot of Catholics. The Mass on St. Patrick's Day is, well received and is packed. And then you'll meet a lot of folks over at Pinky Masters. Y'all go check it out.
Pinky Masters?
Yes. Okay.
Is that a restaurant?
It's a bar.
Oh, it's a bar.
Yeah, it's a great bar. It's a landmark here too.
Pinky Masters.
It's on Drayton Street.
All right.
Right by the DeSoto Hilton.
What's your favorite food in Savannah?
My favorite food?
Think of a Savannah quality.
When Vinny's came, that was wonderful. But then again, I love our seafood here. I'm born and raised here, and it's the best in Savannah.
Low Country Boil?
Low Country Boil now, that is one I do at home.
Homemade?
Yeah, I make it myself.
Amazing.
So, yeah. Thanks, guys. I better get back to work.
Thank you so much. Awesome. So over here we have Savannah red rice. It reminds me of gumbo because there is sausage in there, but it can be like red rice from Ghana, jollof rice. Obviously, that's big inspiration from the Gullah Geechee culture. It's beautiful. And then over here we have the collard greens, nice super green collard greens. And then right in the center we have the crab stew. So this reminds me of like a clam chowder, New England style, white, never the red, always the white. Yes. Sorry, it's Ventura.
Come on, Manhattan. Manhattan clam chowder is good.
No, Manhattan, it's a different beast. I don't know, ask Dua Lipa which one she prefers. All right, let's do this. Do that. Oh my gosh, it looks so creamy. Was that paprika on top?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Could be some all day.
Bro, the amount of crab in here. It's so creamy, so rich. It's thick though. Look at that beauty. Wow, what a delicious crab stew. Dude, this is the reason to come here. Look at that right there. Big chunks of crab. It's amazing. Growing up in Miami, I had my fair share of New England clam chowders. This is like similar. The same thing in the chunkiness of the crab, that meat throughout the whole thing. And so this is my sauce, the Davidsbeenhere hot sauce. You can put this on everything. Pizza, sushi, pasta, I don't care. You will love it.
Crab soup, baby?
Crab soup for sure. Make it red. Wow. Let's try it. Oh, it made it sweet and hot. Wow, what a good pairing. I love it. Truly love it. Red rice. Get some of the sausage. That sausage adds some flavor with the fat. The juices pouring out. Does remind me of jollof. Very similar.
Best jollof rice better than Senegambia?
If Savannah has better jollof rice than Gambia. I don't know, bro. That'd be insane. Collard green? Yeah, I'm a huge fan of collard greens. All greens, all super.
You need this.
Yeah. No, you need vegetables in your life, always. Oh gosh, the flavor. There's some pork in here as well. We did a good combo. Wow. Crystal Beer Parlor. Amazing crab stew. Can't stop eating this. That was the historic Crystal Beer Parlor. On to the next one.
People's land have been taken, because a road had to be built. But then why is the road always having to be built and widened in the Gullah community and not maybe in some of those gated communities?
Real Gullah barbecue.
3, 2, 1, and action.
That was wild, Sonia. Do you have anything to tell me? A word, a phrase?
Word, phrase, yeah. How hard to do?
How hard to do?
Yeah. How hard to do? You're supposed to answer me.
Très bien.
No, that's not Gullah.
This Gullah cemetery is still active today. There's a lot built around it. They built on, everything short of building on top of the graves, which some of them probably are built on top. If developers had their way, they probably would rather see this graveyard be moved somewhere else. The 18th hole of the Harbortown Golf Links, which sponsors or holds one of the PGA tours every year, is right behind this cemetery. So, you're clapping for the winner of the heritage, and then you walk through this pathway and you pass a Gullah cemetery.
So we're here at Coastal Discovery Museum on Hilton Head Island, and I'm here with Lola. How you doing?
Hi.
And Sonia?
Hi.
So, tell me, what is Gullah Geechee culture?
Well, Gullah Geechee people are the ancestors of West Africans who were brought here in the 1800s for slavery along the coast from North Carolina all the way down to Florida. And I'm a 6th generation Native Islander here from Hilton Head. We have, because of our isolation on these barrier islands, we've kept a lot of the Gullah culture that has come from those West African traditions. And that is why, we're known as Gullah culture.
And you?
I am a 6th generation Native Islander. My grandparents owned one of the first ever restaurants here on the island, so we've been here for a long time as well.
Wow, so you guys speak Gullah? I mean, keep that language alive?
The language is kept alive mostly by the Gullah elders. I think we say a few phrases and definitely understand, but Benya means been here. And then for people who are visiting, like you, kamya, you come here.
And we're glad for see una. That means we're glad to see you today.
Glad for see una.
Glad for see una.
Oh, so it's Davidsbeenhere? Like David's been here? Is that how you?
Yeah, you've been here, and we are been yas. So you can use it in both ways.
This has a Caribbean slang.
It does.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Caribbean patois that is used. I mean, and rightfully so, because the same thing, you know, like slaves were brought to those islands just like they were brought here, and so the culture really is about the same. They just might have come from different places in Africa.
And the biggest thing about the culture is that because you guys were so isolated, you preserve the culture.
Yes.
Correct? Because the rest of the United States, it's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
So the reason I came to Hilton Head was to tell the story of the Gullah people and what they're facing today, the challenges they're going through since the bridge was built. You know, once that bridge opened, roads, expansion, hotels, golf courses, 70% of this island is now gated. You know, soon, if they don't preserve it, it will be lost, the entire culture, and that's what we're trying to preserve through telling the story of the people, the food, and its culture. Let's go eat.
Well, you gotta explain your gumbo.
So right here we have stewed shrimp.
Yeah, this is stewed shrimp.
And then over here we have grits.
And over here we have the grits. So this is shrimp and grits. And it's served a lot now here on the island, but this is the original.
Wow, and this is not just shrimp, it's sausage. I think there's some pork belly.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon in here, shrimp in here, onions are in here. Yeah.
Wow.
And you make like a roux, and then you have the shrimp and grits.
I'm gonna have to tell you where I came from and how I got here and how I got started. I moved here in 1963. My husband, he had a little red stove and it had one door, two windows. So we worked with that. And we had people coming from different Beaufort, Ridgeland, going to work, and we would open 6 o'clock in the morning, and we would serve coffee and boiled egg, and had like lunch meat. They get their lunch. We started from there, and then we branch out to a big restaurant, Abe Seafood, and we start serving buffet lunch every day for the workers. And I would cook a big pot of lima beans and neck bone and cornbread and rice. And that was Abe's special. And that was their lunch special. So we branch out. We just branch out. And we ran it until 2002, and we decided to just give it up. And with the grits, we had shrimp and grits, shrimp and crab, stew oyster, and fish. You could get either one. I ran the kitchen. I didn't want to be out there. People asked too much questions. So keep from answering all the questions. I stayed in the kitchen. I ran the kitchen. My gumbo.
Wow, gumbo.
Yeah. It have like smoked sausage, shrimp, and a mixed vegetable of corn and whatever. We mix and okra, yeah. And then we cook white rice back then, but I cook yellow rice now.
Wow.
So okra was brought over from Africa. It was easy to transfer with this. They brought seeds on the boats and planted it here, and that's why okra is such a staple in our Gullah culture as well. And then of course seafood, as they talked about earlier, because we're right here by the water. As a matter of fact, I remember like Uncle Emery and my dad always saying, you know, ham and turkey and those things, those were special for like Christmas, you know, those are not, that was a delicacy. But it's the other way around today, you know, shrimp, oysters, seafood, that's the delicacy. But here, that was the norm.
That's what's bringing a lot of people into here on Hilton Head and Bluffton also. It's seafood, seafood, seafood. People go crazy over seafood, which I don't eat that much. but I can fix it.
You're funny. She is funny.
Rice too.
Oh, that's the red rice?
Yeah.
Yummy.
Mommy, I want this. I want that. And in less than 10 minutes, I got it ready. She said, why so fast? I said, you got to be you a cookie, I'm a cook.
I started calling you Cookie.
Too much.
This is the grits that Charlie Mae was talking about, that she just has a staple in her restaurant. And I used to go to her restaurant all the time and enjoy her food.
I remember going to Abe's as a kid for like.
There we go.
She doesn't eat grits anymore?
So in the morning, if we have like anything that with grits, she eats it with rice.
Yeah. 'Cause my grandmother made me eat grits like every day. And I said, once I'm grown, I'm not eating any more grits. And I don't eat it.
That's it.
Sometimes, but most of the times, no.
He got his restaurant instincts from a Jewish couple that he worked for in Miami. So left Hilton Head and traveled to Miami to learn the business, and then came back and opened his store.
Wow.
Everything touches in Gullah culture, so sorry if you don't like your food to touch. Come, Lord, be our guest. Let this food for us be blessed. Amen.
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 I like that.
Yeah. I wasn't about to preach.
Right here we have the best shrimp and grits on the planet. Here we go.
The hot sauce is
Here we go.
good.
The hot sauce is good, huh?
Then you cook in okra. And it have that slime. You can drop a hot sauce in the pot, and that cuts the slime.
I learned something new today.
Maybe I might like okra after all. Sorry.
Yeah, hers isn't slime.
No. You mind passing the sauce?
Oh, sure.
The shrimp and grits is delicious. It's amazing. Some cornbread.
Just like the devil crab story. Crab, onions, bell pepper, and whatever the devil you want to put in it.
Well, this cornbread is hitting.
I don't eat crab. I don't eat oyster.
Ready-made Grosvenor?
Probably not.
No?
Vertimate Grosvenor.
No?
She used to come to here very often.
Oh, yeah?
Long before you were born. She was the culinary anthropologist.
She would do stories on
food.
Food.
She online. You look her up. She's very Gullah. She concentrated on Gullah culture.
Oh, she's very Gullah.
And Gullah food.
They were talking about the Penn Center on the bus. And that was the first boarding school in the area for.
Oh, that's what the Penn Center is.
Yeah. So and Morris was saying a lot of his brothers and sisters went to school there. Well, years after it started, his brother Emery here was the executive director of Penn Center for how many years, Uncle Emery? 22 years.
And that was the
Wow.
first school for blacks in the South, right?
Free slaves.
Yes.
Started in 1862.
Penn Center in like Mitchellville, I feel it's one of those stories that needs to really be pushed.
Yep.
Because we have so many historical sites, so that when you get down to like the nitty gritty of the culture, especially here in the Sea Islands, there's so many unknown facts that should be mainstream.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, even when I went to college, it's like nobody knew about Mitchellville, nobody knew about Penn Center.
Right.
And I went to HBCU.
And she went to a historically black college
So
university.
it's like,
right.
why don't we know this? Why wasn't it taught or instilled that this needs to be learned?
Part of
you know?
American history.
Correct.
Not just
Right.
it shouldn't just be Gullah people learning this
Right.
history.
Yeah. It does remind me of Jola.
But you know why the kids are not learning? They only learn from the phone they carry to school.
Well, also, like I was just saying to my mother, I said, like, these kids really don't learn as much as we learned when we were in school. And I'm talking outside of history.
I'm gonna get a little more. Is that okay?
More.
I wanted to get some more of that shrimp. Look how good this is. A little bit of grits. Oh, the grits are phenomenal. Nah, guys, I love how rich the shrimp are. That nice, it's like gravy. Look right here. Look at the gravy, the shrimp. Love the size. This is an amazing experience eating with a family. You know, when I travel, I'm usually eating in restaurants. We're in and out pretty quick. You know, it's a few words with the owners. But this is a real bonding experience. And she's, you know, she's cracking jokes. The grandmother over there is hilarious. But the food is amazing, my friends. Like, this is probably the best shrimp and grits of my life, homemade. Nice and sweet shrimp. Best shrimp and grits I've ever had.
Glad you enjoyed it. Nice to have met you.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you. I
All
truly
right.
appreciate it. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
allowing us into your home, and it was a really special experience for us.
You're welcome. I'm glad we could do that for you.
So we enter Sea Pines. So Sea Pines is the first gated community that was developed on the island. It is a massive community. It took us about 6 minutes to get to this point. On the way, you barely see any houses. Now you see a mix of houses. This looks like condos. And then behind us, we have a very old graveyard, 1861, still active. I see some tombs are from 2016. And you know, this is sort of like what you guys are facing, the development on your land, and now what's disappearing.
Right. I mean, this is one of our historic Gullah cemeteries. Braddock's Point is a neighborhood that actually my grandmother was from Braddock's Point, but moved over to the Spanish Wells area with some family members, and then met my grandfather once she moved to Spanish Wells. So, but this Gullah Cemetery is still active today, but island births, as you can see, are from 1861. There's a lot built around it. They built on, you know, everything short of building on top of the graves, which some of them probably are built on top. You know, and if developers had their way, they probably would rather see this graveyard be moved somewhere else. But at least I'm happy to say we still have it here.
Yeah. And you have a golf course behind, correct?
Yeah, the 18th hole of the Harbortown Golf Links, which sponsors or holds one of the PGA tours every year, called the RBC Heritage Golf Tournament. It's right behind the cemetery. So, you know, you're clapping for the winner of the Heritage, and then you walk through this pathway and you pass a Gullah cemetery.
Wow.
All of our Gullah cemeteries are also on water, and that is so that the souls can go back to the motherland by water from which we came.
Oh wow, it's beautiful.
This one is right behind here would be the Calabogie Sound, which eventually goes out into the Atlantic Ocean.
So what is this home? Because you said it was like 300 years old?
Yeah, probably about that. This is the Honey Horn Plantation, which has been here since the 1700s, owned by a colonial family that really used it for hunting and their vacation home. And then post-slavery, you know, they had the Gullah people who local Gullahs probably worked here in some forms and fashions, maybe cooking or helping with the hunting of the game. So I am not particularly sure how long this structure has been here, but now it's a museum, Coastal Discovery Museum.
Okay, so check this out. Right when you enter the museum, over here we have a massive turtle shell. Incredible. Oh, there are gators.
Yeah, there are.
Gators and crocs. Yeah, we were discussing it. Oh, that's actually a dolphin.
I'm sure we can find some gator footage for you.
Some gator footage? No, I'm from Miami, so I'm
okay.
the Everglades,
That's
you know?
True, that's true.
So over here we have a little bit of the history, African origins on the plantation.
That is the shape of Hilton Head there.
So this is Hilton Head, and this is baptism?
That's baptism.
Wow.
So most people Christians, or are they celebrating or doing voodoo? Or?
Yeah, most people are Christian.
I don't know if people are practicing it, but we do have a lot of like superstitions, which comes from that, you know.
The blue house was one of them.
Yeah, the blue bottles, catching the spirits, the evil spirits,
the hags.
Right, the hags riding
Which
you.
I've been ridden by a hag a few times.
Oh, wow.
You have to put a
Hags are
broom.
a spirit, right? Evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it said that it's when you make an older person angry, and they take off their skin and hang it on your bedpost and sit on your chest. So to keep the hags away, you have to set a broom by your door, and they have to count all of the broom hairs before sunrise, or a Bible by your bed, and they have to read from Genesis to Revelations word for word before sunrise. So I have a Bible by my bed, and I have a broom.
Oh my God.
So what's funny is my son the other night was like, I felt like something was holding me down and I couldn't get up. And I'm like, yeah, the hag was riding you, I think. And he's like, what?
Boy now.
So I guess we need to get that broomstick. I didn't know about that.
Give me that broomstick.
And the Bible.
Maybe take the trash out once it's clean those dishes, right?
But my dad used to say that to me all the time, like, you know, and I was like, maybe it's just your muscles contracting. I don't know.
That's sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Technically, scientifically, but we all know it's a hag.
Mitchellville is where freedom began. So what does that mean?
Perfect. So Mitchellville is the first self-governed settlement or town in America that was governed by freed slaves, or formerly enslaved people. So at the end of the Civil War, 1861, General Mitchell, who was a general in the Union Army, decided to dedicate 300 acres of land to the slaves who were contraband of war so that they could set up homes, churches, places for their family, farms, to eat from. And we now have 38 acres left that are owned by the town of Hilton Head, but the historic Mitchellville Freedom Park, which is the nonprofit organization that is, rebuilding to commemorate that story and this space is the organization that runs it. So here in this park, I always have feel a feeling, like, I don't know if you do, but it's a sacred place to me. And you think about it, like people who were formerly enslaved right down the street, maybe walk these grounds, lived in homes here, fed their children, mandated school for kids who are 15 and younger. So technically it's the first mandated or mandatory educational system in South Carolina.
Wow.
Sonia, tell us what
and Mitchellville was gated. General Mitchell gated the community to protect the women and children that were here from the Union soldiers that were just encamped right down the beach.
Wow.
So you actually had to have a pass to get into Mitchellville. You couldn't just come. It's almost a spiritual experience for us when we come, because you can actually feel some of the presence of the ancestors, and it's not a heaviness, but it's almost like a chill in the air when you come. I always say it's this sacred ground, the ground where the very first slaves lived and thrived on this island, their own post office, all of their own governments, and imagine the news and how many people came to see the first freed village. Harriet Tubman came, Booker T. Washington came. Wow. That was major news back then. That was eventually washed away, we think, maybe for development purposes, the actual history.
Wow.
But
also a hurricane.
Hurricane, yes.
I think in 1893 or somewhere around there, and washed away some of it as well.
So when is the actual date that it was established?
1862.
Okay.
So that would be prior to the Emancipation Proclamation. Being read and being signed in, because, you know, it wasn't until January of 1863 that the Emancipation Proclamation was like signed in, read at Port Royal, South Carolina. That's not too far from here. And then we know Juneteenth is 1865, and that's when in Texas the slaves got wind of freedom. So think about that timeline. Like, you know, the formerly enslaved people here were free before a whole 3 years, maybe, before slaves that were in Texas.
Oh. And so the Hilton Head government bought the land to preserve it so that it doesn't become developed like the rest of the island. I mean, it's literally just 70% gated communities here.
Yeah. Take a look at the first permanent structures of that master plan. There's some ghosted structures that really look like sculptures when you look at them, but they're the dimensions of what the houses would have been at the original Mitchellville settlement. And the doors and the windows will tell you a little history about how people lived, what they ate, what kind of jobs they did, things like that. Another way we know that some of the houses actually were in this space is from archaeology. So we've had an archaeologist working out here for, I guess, like 8 years now or somewhere around that. And so even when we put these up, we ran into some more archaeology and had to like keep that. We couldn't cement it in until after she like did some more brushing and
Wow.
those things they do. Cool. It is really cool.
So I'm here with Herbert Ford. So Herbert, how are you involved in the community here?
Well, I am a fifth-generation Native Islander. I've been here all my life, born and reared here in this area. My family is from the Drayton Plantation, which is a part of what Mitchellville was carved out of, the Drayton Plantation. And I serve on the board of the Mitchellville Project as the vice chair.
Maybe if you can tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing here in Mitchellville.
Well, one of the tragedy of Mitchellville is that it's a forgotten history. It's something that even though I live here and was born and reared here and went to school here, I never learned about it. So I went away and retired and came back to learn that a part of history that I grew up in is something that was basically eradicated from the history of South Carolina and our nation, because the history of Mitchellville, in my estimation, is the history of our nation. This is where the root of the nation actually sort of originated in terms of black folks and our presence here in the U.S. So that's why I feel important about it.
Do you speak some Gullah?
Do I speak Gullah? Yes.
Yeah.
I spoke Gullah. I can't tell you I speak Gullah anymore.
No. Can you give me some phrase? Anything?
Come here.
Come here.
Which means come here. But that's about the only thing I can say.
I know Benya.
That's her.
I know.
That's all of us. All of we.
All of we?
All of we.
Is that how it be? Oh, man.
So as you can see, it says like making a living. So that's work in Mitchellville. And then over here, nourishing freedom, finding food in Mitchellville.
The beauty of this is that even though the folks who constructed these homes, they didn't have that expertise in terms of going to school to learn the skill, but they themselves taught themselves how to build these houses. My grandfather built the house that I lived in. And I didn't realize at the time that he was never trained as a carpenter, but they picked up these skills as they were going along day to day, and they were able to build their own homes.
This is Cherry Hill School. This is a one-room frame school that was built in 1937. And across the street, we have St. James Baptist Church. Looks like a very old church over there. All right, let's go inside.
But Tom actually,
Sorry.
he looks like a brother to my dad.
This is so cool. What a beautiful piece of history. But sadly, they're trying to tear it down because the airport is expanding and they want to get rid of the church and this house. But they definitely have to move it if they do, because how do you throw away a 100-year-old home? 90 years, roughly. It's incredible. So here you have windows. Sun comes through here. Over there, only 2 windows. In the back, I mean, that's it. This is the room. This is where kids studied for many, many years. Well, hey, thank you so much.
Thank you for your kindness. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hope to see you again.
We're like, what are we saying?
Spread the story.
Gullah barbecue.
Okay, let's go, let's go. So Carl, what do you have there?
This is the ribs right here.
Oh my gosh, they look good.
Got some
baby back?
Baby back. Yeah, they baby backs. Got some pulled pork right here.
Oh my gosh, it's so juicy. Yeah.
We got chicken.
And another one's chicken? Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll try a little bit of each.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
It's so good. And how's the sauce? Mustard?
Spicy and tomato.
You got spicy? I bring spicy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Store on the island that has the whole thing.
All kind of good
No way,
stuff.
where is it? I might have to stop there. Wow.
I'll just give you a sample.
Oh man, nice sample.
I'll give you a piece of chicken. And then,
So how long have you guys been here?
we've been doing this for like 3-4 years.
3-4 years?
Yeah.
And so what makes your barbecue so special?
It's just
They would love?
Yeah, and the wood that we use, you know, we got oak, hickory, and
oh wow.
We just smoke it, you know.
You speak any Gullah or no?
Probably a little bit, you know, without even noticing I'm speaking it, you know.
So a sample costs 15?
Yes, it's just a little of everything. We got chicken.
So where are we? Where's the food here?
Yep, and I got some potato salad for you so you can try that.
Some potato salad? So what do we have on the menu here? Rib plate, half slabs, so that's full rack. Barbecue plate, barbecue bun. Barbecue bun what? Is like pulled pork in the bun? And then a half chicken. Sides coleslaw, baked beans, potato salad, whole chicken.
My cousin Carl's barbecue, the best on the island.
Yes, 2 different mustard sauces. Yeah, I asked her for one. And we have the potato salad right here. Look at this. Yeah, when I think of like Southern food, I think sometimes coleslaw, potato salad, okra. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Pulled pork, easiest.
Pulled pork. Don't usually dip my pulled pork in the barbecue sauce, but we'll do that today. I think I got spicy.
You got spicy? Oh my gosh, I got so much here. So juicy.
Nice and juicy.
Mm-hmm. Nothing like a pulled pork sandwich. Wow, this is good. Good barbecue.
So Carl's my dad's first cousin, and my dad really loved to cook ribs, but he finally admitted that Carl's ribs were better than his.
Oh wow.
So that's a big deal.
That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's see how the ribs are.
Yeah.
So these are baby back ribs, guys. Baby back and spare ribs are very different. The size is how you know.
My favorite.
Baby back?
Yeah.
I feel like they're like, I don't know if it's sweeter.
They're sweeter, like to me, more tender, more meat on there, even though it looks smaller. I want to dip it in the sauce.
Oh, that crust on top? Wow.
Gotta go baby back.
Well, I might say that this is the best I've had on the trip. I went to 3 places already in terms of ribs.
The meat does look really tender.
The smoke flavor.
Dude, it's crazy good.
I'm not sure if he marinates them.
He might.
What, but can't beat this flavor.
So soft. And I love how the meat is like there. A little bit of fat here. Marbling. So it literally like falls off. I gotta dip it in the spice though. You're lucky. You live like a 1-minute walk. Yeah, lately I've been eating a lot of barbecue. I think it's an American thing.
It's an understatement right there. True understatement.
This year I've been to 25 restaurants, barbecue restaurants.
Wow. That's a lot of barbecue.
It's a lot.
And you think this is the best you've had so far? Maybe?
Ever.
Wow. Sorry to you other guys who had
Texas.
the barbecue.
Sorry, Texas.
South Carolina barbecue, it's different.
Sorry,
oh my God.
Gullah barbecue is different.
Yeah, Gullah.
Gullah.
100%.
Well, because I just crossed the state line this morning, so.
Right.
This is amazing.
Yep, now you gotta try the chicken.
Mm.
If he can leave the ribs alone.
All right. Wow, huge. Let's grab right here. Barbecue chicken. So this was in the smoker.
Yeah.
Let's dip it into the spice. I love the mustard-based barbecue.
Me too.
It's so unique in comparison to the North Carolina one, which is the tomato.
Yeah.
This is better. This is amazing. This is my secret. It's called I have a endless pit.
I don't know where you're putting it all.
These ribs are insane. God, if I lived at your house, I'd be here every day.
I try not to eat it every weekend. I try not to.
Best barbecue ever.
Okay, sounds good. I'm really glad you enjoyed it.
This rib, blow me away.
Hey, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that, man. That's great. That made my day.
Oh, thank you so much. How long have you been doing barbecue for?
Well, I'm a chef myself, right? And I just like to just do it. I'm retired now, so I'm just doing something to pass the time.
I love that. No, you continue with your passion, you know?
All right, good.
I'm considering this to be Gullah Geechee barbecue.
That's right. This is the real stuff right here.
Do you speak any Gullah?
Very little.
Very little?
Yes. I wish you had said something to me earlier. The guy who was just walking over there, he really knew that Gullah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, it's really phenomenal. And the mustard sauce is so tasty.
Thank you. And where you guys coming from?
I come from Miami.
Oh, okay.
South Florida.
Lived in Miami a couple of years.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I used to work over there at the Orange Bowl.
Oh, at the Orange Bowl. Nice. Yeah, the Orange Bowl's like, is it gone? Yeah, it's like Miami. Now they made Marlins Park.
Oh, okay. It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Matter of fact, that's where he was born in Miami.
No way.
Yes.
Carl, thank you so much for allowing us to try your barbecue, and it was so good.
Hey, thank you. Glad you stopped by and it works out for you. That's perfect.
This is real Gullah barbecue. And here's my sauce so you can try it.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. Alrighty.
Yeah, we make it in between Tampa and Orlando. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna love it.
All right. Been here.
Thanks for telling me.
Beenhere. Davidsbeenhere.
Okay.
I'm learning Gullah, man. I'm learning Gullah.
That's the way to do it.
This reminds me of the Everglades, but colder Everglades. Look, you walk out on this little dock area. Beautiful, you get incredible views. It's called the Salt Marsh. And in terms of Gullah food, why is there no restaurants? It's just because people just haven't taken it upon themselves to like make a Gullah restaurant? I know there is some in St. Helena.
Why don't you talk about that? Your grandfather had a restaurant.
So we had one of the first ever restaurants, and I think now with the generations just being broken apart and moving elsewhere, like I wasn't gonna run the restaurant. I was 10, but I think families have just moved on, and it's also too has to do with land situations with the town because a lot of people, they're trying to mandate the business versus residential areas, because growing up Gullah, most Gullah people had their businesses on their land, so it was residential commercial mix, and so I know there's been some fight to try to keep that, but you know, it's
no, I get it.
Right.
Politicky.
A lot of people don't have the means
for sure.
to build a restaurant and run it, especially if they can't put it on their land.
Yeah. So, Morris, you are fifth generation from the Gullah, and you speak the language?
A little bit of it, but not that much, you know.
Do you have anything to tell me? A word, a phrase?
Word, phrase, yeah. How hundred to do?
How hundred to do?
Yeah. How hundred to do? You're supposed to answer me.
Très bien.
No, that's not Gullah. Now cut it off. That's not Gullah.
Sorry, I don't know Gullah.
French Gullah.
Where you from? Where you from?
I'm from Miami.
Oh, you from Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, how long you been from Miami?
Oh man, I'm born and raised.
Where you come here?
Why?
Why you come here?
Well, I came here to tell a story of the people.
What story you will tell? About what people?
Gullah Geechee.
Gullah people. Who tell you can tell a story about Gullah people here? Ain't nobody tell you can tell no story about no Gullah people here? Huh? Ain't nobody tell you can tell no story about Gullah people. Then y'all tell you can tell a story about Gullah people here?
They're telling the story.
They're telling the story. Oh, okay, but you let them tell the story then.
I let them tell the story.
You gonna let them tell the story? Huh? Huh?
Okay. Amazing.
But no, I'm not fluent in it, but a lot of folks are very fluent in it. My grandmother, you would never understand a word she would say because we usually eliminate the H of the words.
Okay.
Like instead of saying da, we say da. What you to do? What you to do instead of what are you doing? What you to do?
What you to do?
Yeah, what you to do? Well, right now we just walking talking with you here now in Mitchellville, and I ain't know about you, but this place here is a very historic place. Okay, this place here been where the slave been at, where the slave been living here, and then they get free, and then they move to different places after the war come here. This been a big place here. This has been a very important place here. This here, Mitchellville. Mitchellville named for General Mitchell. Mr. General Mitchell freed all the slave people here. Yeah, this made none of my people been here, but a lot of other colored people been here. The Gullah people been from this place here. We come here. We've been brought here, but this year we home now. We ain't gonna move from here now. This is gonna be our place for a long time. Okay. What you have for dinner today?
Red rice.
You like red rice?
I love jollof.
Jollof? Oh, Jula right.
Yeah.
Oh, you call it Jula right.
Jollof?
Jula right. We call red rice or Mariah rice. You know we call it Mariah rice? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we call it. Mulatto rice. You ever had mulatto rice?
No.
That red rice too. Mulatto rice is red rice. You know what a mulatto person is?
No.
There's a person half black and half white.
Oh, mulatto.
Yeah, mulatto. Yeah, mulatto people. Yeah, mulatto people. Now, how long y'all gonna be here?
I'm gonna be here a few more days.
A few more days?
Yeah, Charleston.
You gonna be in Charleston? Oh, you going to Charleston? Oh, you gonna have a lot of fun in Charleston. There's gonna be a lot of Gullah people you can talk to in Charleston. Charleston. You gotta have an interpreter with you.
Yeah.
Who could be interpret for you? Who interpret for you?
You.
I ain't going with you. Them people got different dialect. They pick a different dialect from me. Different dialect. You gonna have different dialect. Wherever you go, you will find different dialect.
It does sound like a little bit of Jamaican patois.
It is a bit of pidgin. Yeah, it is.
I thought he said he didn't speak any. He speaks. It's the whole conversations in the language. Sonia.
Yeah.
From Jamaica. Wagwan.
Not the man. Big up. Enough respect.
Amazing. And how long you been here?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. What do you love about this island?
Man, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, where's the jerk? No jerk?
No jerk chicken
no
today.
Oxtail,
I hear late, so that's why my sister didn't get any jerk.
The best
chicken, no oxtail.
I have one question. Goat curry or curry goat?
Curry goat.
Curry goat?
Yeah. And rice and peas.
Not peas and rice.
Not peas and rice.
I can't believe these debates. It's the same thing.
In the Gullah culture, we say peas and rice.
Oh, do you?
Yes, peas and rice. Poppin' John, which is our peas and rice.
So, where are you from in Jamaica?
Ocho Rios.
Ocho Rios.
Very nice, wonderful. The food are delicious. So you guys have to go and check it out.
Do you speak patois?
Yeah, man.
What do you think about when you hear Gullah speaking?
Well,
is it similar for you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Cause when I came here, this is my loving, not my biological mom, but she's my
adopted
mom.
Yeah.
She's the best. So whenever I speak, she always.
Yeah, I say because I can understand what she's saying, and sometimes I can't. But then I say, oh, we say that too. And she say, oh, we say that in Jamaica. So the patois is really very like the Gullah language. So we know that coming from West Africa, we were dropped off all along the islands. And this is an island right here that proves it. Because we have the same. When we say una come here, and she said una too. I said, oh. Oh, I say.
Come here, man.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same language.
What about wagwan? Do we have a wagwan in?
Yeah, well.
Wagwan. That's
What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Everything's
Some
eerie.
people say
Everything's
what's
eerie.
up when people say wagwan.
Wagwan.
Midaya.
Oh, that's one.
Yeah.
That's one I don't know.
Just like Sissy have the binya.
Yeah, binya.
Yeah. We say widaya.
Widea.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm here.
Love that.
We say that too.
Yeah. This
We
is
say that
a
too.
wonderful
And
mom to me.
you're Lola's mother.
I'm
Yeah.
Lola's mom.
Correct.
Yeah, and I do the fruit stand. The two of us together. She helps me, and the vegetables and during the summer months really, it's when I can go to the farms where the produce is produced. I go to St. Helena Island, which is over in like Beaufort area, but that's also a sea island. You maybe have heard of St. Helena Island.
Yes.
Okay.
It's big. It's right north of here. Right?
Yes. Well, a lot of the produce that we get is grown right there in St. Helena Island. All the tomatoes, the strawberries, the potatoes, the zucchini, the yellow squash, it's all locally grown. And then I bring that here and then I sell it at my stand.
Incredible.
And then my brother-in-law, I wish he could have been here today, but he's not able to be here. He grows a lot of it at his home where he lives on like 13 acres. And he has watermelons and sweet potatoes and
green
onions. He grows a lot of things, yeah. So then he brings it here, and people love coming here because the vegetables are fresh, and they know that they're locally grown.
In terms of generational differences, Lola's generation, your generation, and even elderly, that there's very little left. Is there huge differences? Because I know people are leaving.
Yeah. Well, I guess the generational differences would be when I was growing up, we had like the vegetables and things that you see here now. We were able to, my grandfather grew these things. We were able to just go right out there, and that was our job, was to go out and tend the gardens. And the kids now like Lola, they didn't grow up in this time. And they, and what we're trying to do is make them understand, that this is something that they need to understand, take on to their generation, the generations below them. And just like my grandson, he sometimes doesn't understand, like, why are we doing this, Grandma? Why are we doing that? And I tried to explain it to him. And his mom, which is Lola, she is also making him understand from her generation to the next generation. And like our land here, we try to make sure that it continues from generation to generation, because sometimes they may not understand the importance of land. And land was so important back in our time, because the land, this is my husband's family's land, and they always had to, like the pecan trees that were here, they had to take the pecan trees, and they said what they did was they had to pick up pecans in order to pay the taxes so that they could hold on to the land. So you can see the differences now, because they figure, well, I have a job. It's a different, but also you got to realize that even having a job, you've got to make sure that you keep up with what you need to keep up with taking care of the land, taking care of what's been left here by your ancestors, So I can see differences, not a lot, but enough that they need to be warned, and they need to be, you need to let them know that this is what you need to do in order to keep going from generation to generation. Like my kids are 6th generation, and I'm sure if my husband were still alive, he would be able to tell you more of the differences he's seen on this island.
3, 2, 1, and action.
That was wild, Sonia. Amazing Lola, and this is Gullah Geechee culture.
Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you so much, thank you. All right, peace. Welcome to Charleston, one of the oldest cities in America. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to come here my entire life, and I'm here with Elise, cooking with booze on Instagram. So Elise, what are we doing over the next 2 days?
Well, right now we're at the iconic Pineapple Fountain. I had to take you here. It's one of the best landmarks in Charleston. Over the next couple days, we're gonna eat some low country cuisine, signature to Charleston, can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm very excited. This city dates back to 1670, a lot of history. We're gonna eat so much good food. We're gonna explore the people, the food, and the culture. Come with me to explore Charleston. So Elise, 82 Queen, what are we doing here?
Yeah, we're here to get a taste of Charleston. This is a very historic restaurant. They have one of the best she crab soups in town, so you have to try it.
So what's she crab soup?
It's gonna be a creamy soup. It's got crab in there. It's got a little bit of sherry, so it's got a little bit of brightness to it. You're gonna love it.
I know they also have shrimp and grits, which is one of my favorites, so let's go in.
Let's get it.
This is great. Look at this restaurant.
Yeah, this is Charleston right here.
This is Charleston.
Yep.
This shrimp and grits. Shrimp and grits has been served here for over 42 years. We got the courtyard right here. Beautiful. Love it. This is like a brunch spot, you know?
For sure.
This is amazing.
I know it's early, but would you like a little sample?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I would.
That's amazing.
So what are you gonna give me a sample of?
So this is gonna be our barrel-aged Manhattan. Alrighty, so we got a barrel-aged Manhattan right here. We just put it over a little bit of ice. It sits up here in these oak barrels. If you'd like to take a sip, you totally can.
I'm breaking my fast with this.
And then have a little sip though. And normally when I have more time, I would garnish with these brandy-soaked cherries. Delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's potent. Chef Lamont?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How about yourselves?
Very good. We're excited to dine with you today.
Man, I'm excited to have you all. What are you guys planning on eating today? Some good old low country food?
Yeah, definitely the she crab soup. I told him they have to try that.
It is amazing.
He wants to test out the shrimp and grits too.
Okay, it's amazing. It's definitely different from the rest of the shrimp and grits in town.
Okay.
It's a great play on it.
So, I guess in a few words, what is low country food? What makes it different from the rest of the cuisines around the world?
I feel like most great food in the low country came from necessity and cultures mixing and matching, you know, and then they're just, it's like give and take, you know, oh, this is amazing. I didn't like that. Let's take that out of that and put this in that. That's basically how low country food came about, I feel like, just from my understanding of just following the history and being immersed into it.
So lots of shrimp in low country, right?
Lots of shrimp.
Lots of shrimp. And
lots of succotash, okra, you know, crab cakes.
Crab cakes? Oh, God, I could eat like 1,000 of them. What did we have, crab puppies the other day?
Crab puppies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So good, so good.
Good hush puppy, good crab puppy. Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
So it's gonna be our old rye whiskey, and then we put a little bit of bitters in there. Then we have some brandied smoked cherries, and then we also have vermouth.
Let's try it. Where are you from? Here?
I'm from Virginia originally. I've been here for 5 years.
Nice. What's your favorite thing about Charleston?
My favorite thing about Charleston is the walkability. I try to walk everywhere I go.
All right, let's try.
My best recommendation is to swirl these cherries that are soaked around in there to get a little bit of the extra flavor.
All right, so cheers.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay? You going? Better than coffee?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ice cold. It's a good mix.
Love the cherries in there. Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah, it's spirit forward, as they say.
I'm Patrick Kish, owner here at A2 Queen Restaurant. The story starts with my father back in the kitchen in 1982. He was the executive chef here at A2 Queen, whipping up some of the original recipes like barbecue shrimp and grits, she crab soup, low country version of a jambalaya. So I'm born and raised in Charleston. I've been here my whole life, never decided to move away. Been kind of stuck in the culinary industry my whole life. Started here when I was 10 years old, washing dishes. I've done every position in the restaurant you could do, from front of the house to back of the house. Charleston in general is home for me. I don't decide to leave here anytime soon. This is where my family is. My great-grandparents are the roots of us here. We actually opened a restaurant on James Island dedicated to our great-grandmother named Florence's. So Florence's Low Country Kitchen on James Island, Folly Road.
So what's one thing you love about Charleston?
One thing I love about Charleston is the history. I love that you're near the beaches. Every time you drive over a bridge, you get beautiful scenic views. In the Low Country, I've grown up enjoying fried chicken. One of my favorite things, though, is crab cakes. As a kid, we used to go crabbing a lot, picking our crabs and turning them into crab cakes. Charleston's Southern hospitality, everyone's going to greet you with a smile. We're a really friendly city. Our she crab soup, Low Country specialty.
Goodness. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
She crab soup. So it's a female crab?
It could be. Could be either one, really. But it's basically a very rich soup. It's going to be nice and creamy. They usually have sherry in there for a little bit of brightness. And then, of course, it's got some Charleston crab in there that you got to try.
Okay.
Mix it up a little bit.
Oh, it looks nice and thick.
Yep. Definitely hearty.
Yeah, it looks almost like a New England clam chowder.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's hot. Nice.
It's really hot. Yeah.
It's like the ultimate crab bisque.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That is delicious. So creamy.
82 Queen barbecued shrimp and grits. Poach the shrimp, slather them in barbecue sauce, and then we have a nice creamy grits, cheddar cheese, bacon, and scallions. This bowl's about 500 degrees.
Yeah, okay. Careful.
So what else is in Charleston outside of Low Country?
I mean, we have great Italian food.
Okay.
We have great Asian cuisine. What else? Indian, Pakistani food.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we have a good mix. It's getting better. It's getting more diverse as the years go by. So it's really exciting to see.
No, it's incredible. Globalization has changed everything.
Yep.
And in terms of like real estate, how is it now in Charleston? Expensive? Expensive.
Yeah, no, I don't know when I'm going to be able to buy a house.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
No, I know because
I'll be renting for life.
I mean, that's the common issue we have at every city now.
Yep.
It's like, how do you stay in the center?
Yep. Yeah, I moved 20 minutes outside the center because I had to. But I love it out there.
No, I'm sure. I mean, the city, it's a great vibe. Everybody's so friendly.
Oh yeah, yep. That's what we're known for.
Today, I don't even know how many people, probably a dozen people said just, hi, how are you?
Yeah, right. You're not used to that?
No, we're not.
We got some side food.
So what's that?
This is gonna be our duck hash.
Duck hash.
Yep. It's gonna come with some peppers, some red and green peppers, some onions, some smoked andouille, a little bit of duck that we pulled from our duck quarters, some mozzarella, as well as our honey chipotle barbecue sauce, and a sunny side up egg.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dish. This is my favorite dish on the planet.
Really?
Yeah. I'm always about, I don't know, I've always been into shrimp. And then when I learned about shrimp and grits, I was like, nah, this is the best.
Yeah.
So this is duck hash. Right there, pop that. Yeah, let it go throughout. It almost looks like a duck stir fry with an egg on top.
Yeah.
Is it a duck egg? Or is it
No, it's duck sausage.
Smoky.
Oh, but it's like a stir fry. I think it's the onions.
It's a good hangover dish.
She's speaking my language.
We did just have a Manhattan.
It just tastes almost like a potato skin. You know how they put the cheese and the bits, the bacon bits?
Yeah. Yeah, the grits are nice and creamy.
I love the Low Country food.
Can't beat it.
Life is good.
Life is real good, actually. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy Charleston.
Thank you. Let's go. So where are we going next?
Callie's Hot Little Biscuit.
Woo! Going for some hot biscuits.
I mean,
This is Charleston. What a beautiful city. Look at this. This is our true heritage right here in America. Incredible. Love the old buildings. Look at this. That's like an Art Deco from 1844. So we made it here to King Street. Love this city so far. The architecture is beautiful. Has this true college American vibe. This is an all-American city. You know, it's one of the oldest cities in America. 1670, that's when it was founded. They went through the American Revolution, the Civil War. You know, at one point, half the population here was enslaved people, and you know, over the centuries, it's evolved, and now I think it's like the Silicon Valley of the area. So it's a truly immersive city. And look at this buildings, beautiful. Love the architecture. Look at this. Gives me this like southern charm, you know, 2-3-story buildings. On the bottom you have retail, you have restaurants, bars, lots of beer around here. And on the top, that's somebody's home. All right, so Carrie.
Yeah.
I just met you right now.
I know, nice to meet you. Welcome to Hot Little Biscuit.
Awesome, so what do we do here?
We eat biscuits. We eat biscuits made by hand in Charleston, South Carolina. You can get them any way you like, sweet, savory, gravy, pimento cheese, blackberry jam, country ham.
Wow.
Any of that sound good?
All sounds good.
All right, well you gotta just decide. That's the hardest part.
That's the hardest part. I know, I just saw it's like almost like a flight of biscuits.
Yeah, we do a biscuit flight. We have them in 7 flavors. Cinnamon, shortcake, blackberry, cheese and chive, sharp cheddar, country ham. Those are our hot littles. They're served 3 by 6 or by the baker's dozen. And then we do biscuit sandwiches on buttermilk, and you can build your own, or you could do sausage, egg, and pimento, BLT with arugula and lemon basil mayo, sausage, gravy, and biscuits, slow cooked overnight grits that you can add all the toppings, fried egg, green onion, pimento cheese, avocado.
And so this is a family business, correct?
Well, it started with my mom, Callie's country ham biscuit. I grew up serving it at all of her catered parties, and I fell in love with it, and I wanted to share it with the world. So almost 20 years ago, I started a handmade, mail order only biscuit business.
Wow.
And then we opened Hot Little Biscuit on King Street 10 years ago, and we have 2 here in Charleston. And so we still ship e-com. That's how we started. Mm-hmm. We're in some select higher end grocery stores, and we also have our eateries.
And it's packed, so it's a line you can't eat here, correct?
Well, you can stand at the grown board. The whole inspiration was my time in New York and all the cool bodegas that you go in and you grab a sandwich and a coffee, and I wanted that Southern. So I brought it home.
Okay, so we're in. I'm excited, we're in the kitchen.
This space is 8 feet wide by 80 feet long, certainly not a conventional restaurant kitchen. Until about 5 years ago, the kitchen was this way over, 36 inches. Then we finally fought with the city and said we don't need to provide a bathroom, there are no seating. Please give us a little extra room. So now we have about a, 75-inch kitchen. So we make all the biscuits here. Everything is made here by hand. And Lily is our baker today, and she's amazing. And she's working on our special biscuit, which is our classic buttermilk biscuit. Everything pretty much starts as a buttermilk with the exception of our shortcake. And as you can see, she makes them by hand. We mix the dough with butter, cream cheese, whole buttermilk from South Carolina. And then she stamps out the dough, and then we put them in the oven, and they bake up golden, buttery, delicious. And then you can have them by themselves, or you can build a sandwich out of it. We have many different versions and iterations, but we just want you to eat our handmade biscuits.
So how do we make biscuits?
So biscuits are really simple. They require 4 things: flour, fat, liquid, and love. So
good combo.
The key is to get good at making biscuits, and then you can play around with the fat and the liquid. I don't recommend playing around with the flour.
Okay.
Because my grandmother told me this is the best flour. I have tested thousands of flours, and there's only one flour for biscuits, and it's White Lily.
White Lily.
So we're going to use this White Lily unbleached self-rising flour today.
Okay.
And I want you to feel how soft it is and tender. It's not like flour. It's almost like the feeling of baby powder, and that's what makes the biscuit so tender.
It literally is baby powder.
I know, right?
It's so soft, it's cold.
Yeah. So then You've got the best flour, so that's the hardest part. So we're 1/4 of the way done, right? Because
Got
we
it.
said flour, fat, liquid love. We're gonna add salted butter.
Salted
A
butter.
lot of it.
It's a brick.
And we're just gonna smear it in, and I want you to just, this is like going back to kindergarten, okay? You're gonna just play with this butter and flour.
This is like my new favorite activity.
Very therapeutic, right?
I'm gonna work for you.
We're hiring.
It's amazing.
So
All right,
you're
video
just
over,
going
he's retired.
to-
He's making biscuits.
I'm making biscuits.
You're gonna pinch and snap the flour and run it in between your hands and get every bit of flour coated with the butter, okay? But you gotta work quick. Biscuits are a quick bread, so
Okay.
it should be done quickly. You wanna pull the flour off the sides, pinch it, snap it, and make sure you get all that fat incorporated into the flour.
Wow.
It feels good though, right? We always
Yeah.
say you can solve all the world's problems over a bowl of dough.
I'm getting like the flour in my mouth right now. Could taste it.
So once we get that fat incorporated, do you see how it's starting to look like finely grated Parmesan cheese? All that
Exactly.
butter is beating up and making little pea-sized textures. That's how you know you're getting to a better place and you're ready for the next step.
Wow.
So we're doing a good job here. But now it's time to move on. So we've done flour and fat, but here at Callie's, we like double the fat.
Double the fat.
My mom always added cream cheese. This cream cheese pairs so well with our whole buttermilk. It gives the biscuit an acidity, tanginess. It's delicious. So this is not a required step because we've already done the fat, but
Just
if you come to
extra.
Callie's, we want you to get the best biscuit in the country. So we are going to add our little not so secret cream cheese.
That is a secret.
And
Not
you
so
pinch
secret.
and snap just like you did with the butter. So you just pinch it, snap it, get it going. You want to lift up the flour because you don't want to pack it down. You want to make sure every bit of flour gets all that fat in there.
And now it looks like feta.
Yeah. And so when you see the big pieces like that, you just take them and snap them away.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So we make millions of biscuits like this a year.
Millions.
Not just for our restaurants, but for our e-commerce website. You can order them fully baked and frozen, delivered straight to your door. You can go to the grocery store and get them, and they're in the freezer section. But the one thing that has not changed over the 20 years is we're still doing it this exact same way, which is the way my mom and grandmother taught me how
So
to do
still
it.
by hand.
By hand, all by hand.
All by hand. It's incredible.
So the last part, because we're incorporating the love as we go, right? So the last part is the liquid. And here we use whole buttermilk.
Okay.
This comes from Edgefield, South Carolina.
So straight from the farm?
Straight from the farm. And the one thing about this step is that it's never exact. So depending on the air quality, depending on how humid it is in here, outside, how cold, how hot, this measurement will change. So it's really more about the feel and the texture of the biscuits. All right, we're gonna start there. And you're just gonna lift this flour and incorporate all of the liquid into the dough. You do not wanna overwork the dough because now the glutens are working. Unlike pizza dough, where you want a stretchy, yin-yangy dough, you want a soft, tender, barely messed with biscuit dough.
So you can't press it too much.
You just want to get it incorporated until there's no dry. So see, that's why we got to lift and find the dry pieces.
For sure.
But once you get that moisture locked in, then you can add flour to the top, dusting flour, and then that will help you manipulate it and get it out of the bowl, which is what Lily has done.
Oh, wow.
If we want to move over here, you can watch.
So that's the next piece of the
This
process.
is the next step.
Next step.
And she doesn't mess with the dough too much. She just gets it to the right height, and then she will stamp, as you can see. So see, now we're done. So that whole process took just like 3 or 4 minutes.
Quick.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Sticky, tacky, wetty dough. Perfect dough for biscuits. It's not dry. Nobody wants to eat a dry biscuit.
Nope. You don't want it to be like a scone where it gets stuck.
That's right. That's
I
right.
hate that feeling.
These biscuits are cakey, they're tender, they are down pillows. When you bite into them, they melt in your mouth. They have a little crispy top and a little texture on the bottom, but they're very tender on the inside.
So did you grow up on biscuits?
I did.
Yeah, of course.
I did. We actually had biscuits more for supper than breakfast. And I feel like America has made biscuits a breakfast only
It
thing.
changed it, yeah.
But for us, it was the bread of the supper table. So we had them. We actually had them all the time. They came out of the oven right before the meal. And so now that we have all that good moisture locked in, we can get it out of the bowl.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna
like lift it out of here.
appreciate your patience. And so you want to touch it, but you really shouldn't.
Should.
You just gotta resist.
She's like, what are you doing, David?
1, 2, 3, dump. Yes, good job.
Good? Perfect.
Again, a lot of people would then want to mess with it here, but you don't want to mess with it. You can use your rolling pin just to get it even, because you do want it even because you want the biscuits to be the same size, but you don't want to press down. Okay, so now we're ready for stamping. And so you want to go back into your flour every time. You go straight down and either pull away or go straight up. No twisting or turning.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. And you see all of the little pockets in there, so that when you put it in the oven, the hot air goes in and then they rise. You ready to try?
I'm ready to try.
All right, let's see.
All right, so.
Straight down, straight up, or straight out? Look at you, you're a natural.
Look at that. Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. We're hiring, did I mention?
I'm already here. Charleston, here I come.
Yes, good job. Amazing.
Perfect.
So these go into the oven. They bake at a home oven. They're baking like 450 for about 16 minutes. You turn the tray halfway through. They come out golden brown, and it is too crazy for me to send you back into the actual kitchen. But what I can do is build a biscuit for you.
Let's build one. Yeah.
And then you get to taste all of the fruits of your labor.
Perfect.
So tell me what you're thinking.
Surprise me.
I'm gonna go get to work, and I'll be back in just a minute.
Perfect. Oh wow. You're amazing, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Come on, little guy. Oh, that's pretty. Got one egg for y'all. And then, of course,
That's all for us?
yeah, so these are all the littles. Blackberry, country ham, sharp cheddar, shortcake, cinnamon, buttermilk, and then I've got breakfast sandwiches for y'all.
All right, so that looks insane. That's great.
All right, we've got fried egg, sausage, and pimento.
Fried egg, sausage, pimento.
BLT with lemon basil, mayonnaise, arugula, and roasted tomatoes. And then we have some of our hot littles. These biscuits are sweet and savory, depending on the flavor. Blackberry, buttermilk, country ham, the reason I started the business. Shortcake, cinnamon with a whipped cinnamon butter in the center, and sharp cheddar. It's biscuit crackers. We just invented it, and they are so delicious. You'll be snacking on them. They come in 3 flavors: sea salt, everything, and sharp cheddar. And we took the leftover dough that we were throwing away that was too tough to be made into biscuits, and we made crackers. So that's your parting gift.
Oh, thank you. This looks insane. This is a biscuit flight. This is the one she said that she started with.
Yeah, the country ham. I'm excited for you to try the country ham.
The country ham?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this guy out.
I think that's that one anyway.
Yeah, country ham. Wow, it's like so crumbly. These are like mini biscuits, so it's like biscuit sliders. It's almost like ham flakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got mustard in there.
That country ham will get you. So good.
It's an amazing biscuit. It's a pass. It's a tight spot. So what is it, 8 feet wide? Look, this is the entire thing right here. This was an old alley. And he just, closed it up, roofed it up, and closed. Wow. Wow. It's so crumbly.
Yeah. Nice and tender. It's because you didn't work the dough too much. You did a good job.
They did a good job?
Yeah.
Oh, is this your dough here?
No.
This is my dough.
It is. You can tell.
All right,
Oh my
3
gosh, thank you
nitros.
so much.
3 nitros, oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice. So y'all all live in Miami?
Yeah.
Very nice.
So you were born and raised in Charleston? Yeah, so what's one of your favorite things about Charleston?
The thing that I like the most is the hospitality that's really genuine and authentic, and you know, people speak to you on the streets and they're helpful, and strangers can be invited on people's porches for cocktails. It's just a very kind town, and obviously the food is amazing. It's a great place to bring a family to vacation. Our beaches and waterways are spectacular. It's just an all-around great place to come visit.
And low country cuisine?
Low country cuisine, absolutely, but not just low country cuisine. We have some of the best restaurants in America. It has really become this culinary mecca, and it's hard to leave here and, you know, get a good meal anywhere else because you're always comparing it to the amazing restaurants here.
So how has the city changed over the past decade? Drastic changes? Or?
Oh, drastic. The growth has been crazy, and the food scene has been amazing, and there's so many people that have come to live here, specifically in the last 5 years. So,
yeah, I've only been here for 6 hours, really, and I'm loving it. I mean, I love the architecture. People are super friendly.
Very historic.
Very historic. College, a lot of college students. I'm feeling the great vibe, though, and everybody's like,
Good vibe.
You are like, for me, the ultimate, like, what you would say as an American, like kind, hospitable.
Oh,
you know.
thank you.
No, I'm serious, because I've been traveling my country for the past few years, more and more. You know, I've seen more states, and you know, I really love the American feeling. You know, it's something very special about it. People think that Americans are loud, etc. They're not. You know, that's just a little small group. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. In Europe, it might be a little bit. All right, I'm ready.
You want to do a little cheers?
A little cheers?
Cheers.
The best biscuits on the planet?
Yep, let's get into it. Oh my gosh. So tender.
Oh, it's like buttery and soft. It crumbles. I love how fluffy it is. It's literally crumbling apart.
I know, but it's okay for it to be that like napkin burger situation where you gotta have multiple napkins.
Thank you.
My love of cinnamon toast as a child when I couldn't get biscuits.
Oh my gosh.
And that's
Is that it?
cinnamon butter in the center.
Whipped cinnamon butter.
Yeah, and it's got turbinado sugar on top for a little crunch.
So this is like a biscuit dessert.
Yeah.
There's the sweet version.
It's still savory, so you know we use salted butter. Biscuits are meant to be savory, even the sweet ones.
That's the best one.
You think?
Oh my God.
That is actually my daughter's favorite.
Insane.
Is the cinnamon.
Yeah, my daughter for sure would love this.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun. So this is the one that's like a pound cake. A biscuit and a pound cake had a baby.
It's got some extraneous cinnamon butter on the side.
Oh, that was from the side.
Take that bite. Take that bite.
That side.
It's got a little bit of blackberry jam on it. It's pretty good though. So we love to eat that dough raw because it's so good.
This is literally a pound cake. Should dip it into coffee.
Yes, perfect to dip in a coffee.
Look how it just crumbles. So it crumbles less than the other ones because it's more like
Extra rich.
Extra rich.
2 times the butter in that one.
Always better.
Always. More butter is always better.
More butter, more better. That's nice.
The best biscuits ever. Forget West Virginia.
Oh, that's right. Roanoke. They're gonna be mad.
I've never even heard of biscuits up there.
You did that, Felicia.
Well, thank you. That was the best biscuit of all time.
Thank you
Amazing.
for coming in. I'm so glad that you got to learn how to make biscuits, and thank you for the hot sauce. I can't wait to put some on my biscuits.
No, you're gonna love it.
Thank you.
You let me know, okay?
I will. Thank you.
David,
Thank you.
you're hired, David. You're
I'm hired.
You're
You think
hired.
these hands? My hands actually hurt. So.
All right, you're fired already. Get out of here.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Good to see
Bye.
you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming in.
Thank you.
Take
Take care. Let's do it.
Bye.
Where are we right now?
Trivia. We're on King Street,
And what is it?
center of Charleston. This is where it all happens. This is where all the good nightlife is. This is where all the best shopping is. This is where you got to go when you come to Charleston.
Yeah. And what else do you recommend on this trip?
I would say go a little further up King Street, Upper King Street. There's some really fun spots up there. Pink Belly's is amazing Vietnamese cuisine. Definitely check that place out up there. Delilah's, one of my favorite bars, is just off of King Street. Lots of good spots here.
What was that?
As some sort of old car, it looked like. Maybe it's like a T-Series or something. It's pretty cool.
Okay guys, so we are about to cross the bridge over to Mount Pleasant. It's a very nice neighborhood, and then we're going to Grace and Grits. Grace and Grits for grits, a grit flight. Shrimp and grits as well. But check this out. Right here we can see the river. Look at that bridge, iconic.
At the time it was built as the longest of this type of bridge as well.
Yeah, wow. It always scares me going through these bridges. And right now we're going over the Cooper River. That is the main river here in Charleston. So we just crossed the bridge and we're here in Mount Pleasant and we're here at Grace and Grit. So we're doing grit flight.
Yeah, they have a ton of different grits flavors. They have sweet ones like blueberry and pesto. It's gonna be amazing.
Pesto grit? Let's go.
So this is our very well-known grit flight. We've got 4 different flavors on this grit flight, which is going to be, and I'll take you through them. Now we recommend going sweet to savory on these. So we start on our right here. This is our blueberry grit.
Blueberries. What?
Sweet potato grit. It's actually a sweet potato casserole. This is a Brussels pesto grit, no nuts. The Brussels actually roasted, give it that nutty flavor.
That one is cheesy.
And pimento cheese grits right here. So on our blueberry, of course, we get fresh in season local blueberries right on top. On our pesto, little Parmesan, that's what's in there. On our sweet potato casserole, we actually do a marshmallow.
A marshmallow. It smells amazing. That burnt.
It makes it really play together. And then we actually finish this off with some beautiful demi-tasse spoons. And then we bring it out for everybody to share.
So Frank, quick question. We got the flight. What's in this flight?
So you've got going from sweet to savory, which is backwards from what you would expect, but it really opens the flavors up of everything. You've got your blueberry grits right here all the way to our left, going into a sweet potato casserole grit.
Wow.
Going into a Brussels sprout pesto grit, going into a pimento grit right there at the end. And these are just 4 of our many grits. Between this restaurant and my other restaurant in North Charleston, South Carolina, we do 20, 25 different grits, and we've probably tried to make hundreds, possibly thousands. They're not all amazing. The ones you don't see, those are the ones that did make the cut.
Hot sauce grits next time.
Yeah. Hot sauce grits. Well, you're getting ready to do that in a little while.
Okay, okay, let's do that. This looks amazing. Potato casserole with a marshmallow on top.
Mm-hmm.
Smells like a casserole s'more.
That one's really good.
Wow. Brussels sprouts. What is that, parm on top? All right. It's a gritty day. And the last one's basically cheesy. Look at that. That's what you like, the fluffiness. All right, so blueberry.
Blueberry.
Nice sweet grits. You know, it tastes like almost like a blueberry oatmeal.
It does. That's what I was thinking too. Mm-hmm. Really good.
Very good. Next, we got the sweet potato casserole.
Do you want some of this marshmallow?
No, you can have it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Marshmallow's really good.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That was sweet.
Very cinnamony. Oh man. Yeah.
Feels almost like a Brussels sprout mash.
Yep.
All the consistencies are different.
Yep. Really got that pesto flavor too.
And this one's like super fluffy and cheesy.
I got it. Good flight.
It's the best one.
Yeah, that one probably is the best one.
It's insane though.
Yeah,
And so you eat grits a lot? Like
decent amount.
decent amount?
Not at home though. I have other people. The pros make them. I don't make them myself because I never do it right.
Not to make it
I
yourself.
leave it to the professionals.
It's good. This is amazing. So lots of grit restaurants. So many different shrimp and grits in the city.
There is a lot, yeah. I think it's up to a lot of people's personal preference what they like. You know, I like more of like a tomato sauce with the shrimp and grits.
Got it.
Some people make more of a gravy.
Mhm.
It's all good, but I like the ones with a little tomatoey sauce.
I like it with spice.
A little bit, yeah, you gotta have some spice. Put some hot sauce on there.
Yeah. And now we're gonna see some shrimp and grits being made. Follow me. All right. So we're ready. Pleasure.
David,
Nice to meet you. All right. So question: what are grits?
Grits? Well, you said it earlier. They're actually porridge, but what they really are is corn. Most people don't realize that, but it's dry corn. The shell of the actual outside of the kernel has been taken out by a process called nixtamalization, which allows the grit itself, the dried corn that's ground down, to bloom. And one little grit takes a lot of them to make a bowl of grits. But once you get to that farm and you cook them properly, which we have going right over here, it's beautiful. It's really a buttery, beautiful, creamy porridge. As you can see, Chef Joe right here this is a finished product. This grit right here is a traditional grit, as we call it. So this is what we use as a base for all of our fun grits here. So if we do some of the grits that you just had, like the blueberry, we'll actually make a blueberry jam in-house, and we'll actually mix it into our traditional grit base. Traditional grit base, of course, very little water. That's the key to making good grits. A lot of dairy, a lot of butter, and the proper amount of salt. The key to that is actually just cooking it properly. And as you can see, it ends up being, I know Chef Joe was doing it, but a proper grit will actually come up with a whisk, and will stick to the back of the spoon.
How many grits do you sell a day? Endless.
So we've made a joke about this before, because every little grit, like I was saying, just a pan of grits is, what did we figure out at one point, Joe?
Just shy of 1 billion.
Just shy of 1 billion little grits. But in terms of those pots that you're looking at, that very large pot that you just stirred, we generally will go through about 5 to 6 of those here at this restaurant on a good Saturday or Sunday, and probably about 6 to 10 of those that size at our other restaurant in North Charleston.
Wow. So we're making shrimp and grits from scratch?
We're making shrimp and grits from scratch here, and of course we're using beautiful local shrimp. Always local shrimp in my restaurants, and that is, it's not only a fact, but if you Google my name and local shrimp, articles will come up about local shrimp. And these are beautiful local shrimp. You can tell in the color right here, that little blue hint that you get from those, that is a beautiful, very fresh local shrimp.
So first some oil.
Put the oil in the pan first. Get it hot.
So you have some garlic there, some chopped bell peppers, onions.
And sweet red onions. We have our local shrimp, and we have a homemade tasso gravy, which is a red eye tasso gravy, so it has the addition of coffee in there as well.
Wow, red eye.
All right, so I like to start off with the peppers and onions.
So you make those nice and crisp?
Yeah, we just get a little bit of sweating going on. Get the onions somewhat translucent before we add our shrimp, just building the layers of flavor up. We're gonna go ahead and add our shrimp.
That's local shrimp.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to bring this out for you. So this is actually already in the gravy that he's got right there, but we actually make tasso in-house. It's actually Chef Joe's recipe. This is a spice rubbed smoked whole ham. And we cut it up, and that's the main ingredient in our shrimp and grits, which is our creamy red eye gravy that we do here.
All right, let's try it.
Yep. Tasso ham.
Mm-hmm.
And the spices actually come off of the ham themselves, come into the gravy when we're cooking it. And that, along with the very historical part of our red eye gravy, the coffee, plays into it. So the coffee plays in with those spices and just creates this really beautiful flavor.
Yeah, I love the pepper. That color, look at it's juicy.
That's right. Really good. We leave the pork belly in-house too, but that's for different dishes.
Okay. I know here in the South, it's all about that pork. All about that pork.
Add it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. You see this, right? Fresh garlic.
So whether we throw some fresh garlic into it, it's almost like a shrimp stir fry right now.
So again, you can kind of see that color. That's how you know you've got a local, really East Coast focused on our area. You see this beautiful, almost bluish hint to them. That's what and they get even bluer. The fresher they are coming out of the water, the more blue you're going to see in those shrimp.
This is our tasso gravy. We're going to add in a little liaison, flour, butter, coffee, our house made tasso. Where we get the bulk of our flavor from. A little bit of heavy cream. Pretty much fully cooked, and this last little bit of poaching as it all comes together.
That looks amazing.
As it comes together, it'll tighten up.
It is yum, right?
Pretty good. I'm excited to try this.
We try to make it so no one leaves hungry.
Yeah, well, you don't get dirty either, right?
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Shrimp and grit heaven.
Shrimp and grits.
Love it. So scallions, lightens, creamy, heavy whipped cream?
That's right, yes sir.
Yeah? So this is a hot chicken Benedict?
The hot chicken Benedict. Now I've got her actually grabbing some steak knives for you because you'll need it for this one. So this is our fried chicken. We actually make a hot chili oil in-house. When the chicken comes out of the fryer, we dip it, pull it. I came up with a hot chicken barbecue spice as well recipe. So we toss it, we let it, dip it in the chili oil, and then we let it drain so it kind of gets everything back to the clean stage. Shake the hot chicken spice on it.
Oh. The most epic shrimp and grits of all time. Check this out. Wow. Looks insane. This is beautiful. I love that the shrimp are all fresh. So shrimp is huge over here in like this part of South Carolina.
Absolutely. Yeah, you go 5 minutes down the road and see them pulling up the shrimp right out of Shrimp Creek.
Out of Shrimp Creek. We have to go see it. So shrimping, you know, every time I think about shrimping, I think about Forrest Gump. Sure, because I mean, it wasn't. He was in Alabama, right?
That's right.
Yeah, but he shot some stuff in Savannah, so I mean,
it's all around these.
It's all around these parts. All right, let's do it. Let's try it. I know I told you earlier that that was the best shrimp and grits of all time, but
There's different versions.
there's different versions.
Yeah.
I love the creaminess of it. And what else is in here? Some
Peppers, onions.
It's a sweet red onion, and then the tasso. That's just the pieces of the
Sorry, it's
tasso
the
that you'd
tasso.
already tasted.
Wow, right there. You got me at the tasso.
It gives you the different textures. That's you want to. Some shrimp and grits they just kind of eat conventional, and this one gives you a little bit of different texture, different profiles, different. You know, you get the different levels of spice with the sweetness.
It's almost like a surf and turf.
Yeah, absolutely.
These are super creamy too.
I told you that it resembled like a pan pasta, like a creamy pasta. It does have that, obviously, grits over pasta, but. Oh
A lot of
yeah,
layers there.
so many. Ooh. Look at this. So it's biscuit in the bottom, right?
So it's actually an English muffin.
English muffin.
Grit English muffin.
So it's nice and spicy?
It's got a good spice. I call it a one sweat, not over the top.
One sweat.
A one
They'll give
sweat.
you one nice sweat right in the middle.
One nice sweat in the middle.
Trying to get a little bit of everything here.
But again, you get the hollandaise in there that kind of mellows it out just a little bit. The vinegar from the pickles will also kind of mellow it down. You do get that spice in the back from the hot chicken itself.
The hot chicken. Whoa, that's good.
It's got a little sweetness to it.
A little bit of sweetness.
A little bit.
So it's like a barbecue hot spice seasoning that we put on there. And again, it's just to kind of make it I wouldn't say more palatable for everybody, but it's just to make it kind of have more dimensions.
Really flavorful.
And what pickles on the side?
No, I was about to say I love pickles.
Mm-hmm.
And the pickles are almost
Homemade
of it like
pickles.
Think of it like the ginger on a sushi tray.
Yeah.
Just to kind of cleanse your palate.
I love pickles. Those are really good.
He told me the magic with the grits is that they expand, right?
If you're eating grits, you're going to get full.
Well, thank you so
that's
much.
part of it. Absolutely.
That was
we
awesome.
appreciate you coming in.
No, thank
I
you.
hope you had a great time.
I appreciate the hospitality. This is true Southern charm here.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you
All
again.
right.
All right.
So we came here to the King of Brisket in Charleston. This is Lewis Barbecue.
Absolutely. This is where you're going to get your Texas barbecue in Charleston. John Lewis has trained with some of the finest pit masters in Austin. He's originally from El Paso, Texas, so he's got that Texas background. He brought it to Charleston.
And so they're famous for their brisket, and that's what I'm coming here for, brisket.
Brisket, let's get it.
Let's go. And the line is huge. Check this out. And it says right there, get your meat right here. Oh, wow. This place is awesome. It's big. Dude, it feels like I'm in Texas. The size, everything's just huge. As you can see, the restaurant is extremely popular. This line is 1 hour long. When you get to the front, you place your order, get the brisket, get a beer. Let's go. So Justin, you're gonna take us for a tour.
Yep.
So what are we doing here?
We're gonna go check out the smokehouse, see the smokers that John and his dad made, show you where the magic happens, give you the whole rundown on how we do things here at Lewis Barbecue.
Perfect. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. Had to start off with a stout.
Trimming room. This is where all the guys trim up all the ribs, briskets, everything. We grind it up. That's what they're doing. Is ready to stuff the sausage.
Oh wow! Look at this. How massive this is.
Our finish is our second cooked brisket, so this is kind of right before we're about to wrap them and then let them rest. I guess.
Wow, look at that brisket. Look at the top. That pepper. Wow. So that's how it starts, the brisket.
Yeah, so we loaded those on around lunchtime. That's what we'll serve tomorrow. We smoke them for 18 hours, let them rest for 5 hours. So those have been on right now. They're going through their cold smoke. So it's real low, about 150. It's just kind of blasting it with that smoke, right? That bark, that sill, holding that moisture and flavor. And then we rise it up, throughout the process to about 300 towards the end. Constant, or our smokers are always smoking.
So business is good.
Yeah, business is great. Yeah, we go through about 100 briskets a day, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then beyond brisket, I saw sausage there. Do you do any pork? Or?
Yeah, we do pork shoulder, we do pork ribs, we got turkey, both of our sausages, and then, we do a different special every week, or every day of the week. So today's our beef short ribs.
Beef short ribs?
Yeah.
Gotta try it.
Yeah,
oh my
they're
God.
great. I'll definitely get you one on your tray.
Okay, awesome. This is amazing. It's smelling here.
Yeah.
What is that, pimento wood?
It is all red and white oak.
White oak?
Yep.
So I'm like a wood expert now. So, no, I'm serious.
The wood, that's the permanent,
Yeah, it changes the flavor of the entire thing.
Yeah.
I feel like people use pimento a lot. This is Texas barbecue in South Carolina. Woo! The brisket. I'm going in.
All for me.
Oh my gosh. So we have the pulled pork, we have the beef rib, we have spare ribs, we have 2 sausages, we have mac and cheese, coleslaw, they got the brisket there. Man,
Beef rib.
this is insane, actually. So we're eating Texas barbecue. What does that entail? Lots of beef. You got the massive dinosaur rib. Look at this, literally about to fall off.
Yep.
It's so huge. And then next to it, we have over here the brisket. So this is what Texas barbecue is all about.
Yep.
This piece right here. Look at that. It's amazing.
It's nice and fatty.
Fatty. You have that nice layer on the top crust.
Yep.
It's like so juicy.
Yep.
The peppery too.
Melts in your mouth.
Well, it took, like literally transported me to Texas.
I was
Right?
about to say you've been to Texas, so
Felt like Houston for a second there.
yeah.
Those are like one of these Carolina mustard sauces. Some places like to overdo it. I like this where you have it on the side and you just dip.
Right. Yeah, they do a lot of green chili stuff here at Lewis.
Green chili.
Yep. So this is the green chili sauce, and they just had a green chili festival recently, actually.
Green chili festival.
Yep.
That means there are a lot of green chili in Charleston, or is that
In Charleston,
Texas?
it's from, since John Lewis is from Texas, he kind of brought it here.
Got it.
Yep.
And over here we have some sausage. It's like endless sausage.
Wow, look at that cheese.
It is like a super cheesy sausage.
I do love like a pepper jack sausage. It's one of my faves. Speechless. Really good.
That was a sausage fondue. It was good.
I think I'm getting the green chilies in there.
Yeah, a little bit. A little spicy. Then over here to the side we have some pulled pork. So this, just get a little bit and just dip it straight into one of the sauces. Is that the spicier one? One of them spicier.
It's tangy.
Yeah, mustard base.
Really vinegary. I like those.
Gonna try some mac and cheese. I think the only time I eat is when I eat barbecue.
Yeah.
Wow, some good coleslaw over here. This one looks like it's like almost no mayo.
I like that. More vinegary.
Yeah, not so creamy.
Yeah.
It's more like super fresh.
Yeah. It's gotta be crunchy. I think they have jalapenos in here too.
Gotta jump on the star right here.
Oh my gosh.
So how do we do this? Look, I usually flip it over and let it fall.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good fall off the bone.
Like that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
It's funny, when I was with Mark, we split one.
Yeah.
Look, it just, what happened?
Clean.
Clean off the bone. I'll take a piece from you. It's hard. It's just so much meat, the dinosaur rib. Yeah, and this is the most expensive thing you can get here.
Yeah.
The weight on this spare rib, it almost feels like a dinosaur rib.
Oh.
You want to just get some meat? Shouldn't eat it like that, but for this one, I'm dipping it. So we've seen spares and we've seen baby back ribs on this trip. Oh wow. Two different styles. Look, this one's more like a spicy one. Oh, it also has cheese.
It does look spicy.
It looks spicy, right?
Let me know how spicy it is.
More like oily.
It's giving me like chorizo vibes a little bit.
Pretty amazing Texas barbecue. The line here is insane. I mean, is this always like this? This packed? Maybe because it's Saturday.
It's very popular though.
Yeah.
We have like 3 barbecue spots that are probably the most popular. Lewis Home Team Barbecue, which is close by, and then Rodney Scott's.
And that was Lewis Barbecue, delicious Texas barbecue right here in Charleston. Next up, I don't know, let's see. All right, so we're leaving Charleston and we're going south to Bowen Island Restaurant. There we're gonna have low country boil oysters and we're gonna get beautiful views of the area. Look at that. Love it, incredible. The weather today, just beautiful, sunny, a little chill. It was 50 when I woke up. Now it's in the 70s. So we're here at Bowen's Island Restaurant. This place is famous for its low country boil. They also have oysters. Where are we?
We're out here on Bowen's Island. It's kind of on the way to Folly Beach. It's a bit of a hidden gem. Amazing sunset views here and amazing seafood. I mean, the water's right there, so you can't get much fresher than here.
No, this is how it used to be. This whole area was like this, just like small grassland. You have all these waterways. Very beautiful today.
All the oyster shells right there, so you can see exactly where it's coming from.
Wow, and I think people are going out on a kayak over here.
Oh yeah, this is a beautiful little waterway. They have, kayaks you can rent here too.
Okay, so I think we're doing 1 million oysters. At least 100.
So I'm gonna walk you
Okay.
Sort of around.
Awesome.
Sort of see what's up. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm David.
This is Leslie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm very
David.
well. How are you?
Pleasure. Nice to meet you. So Leslie, what are we doing today?
Today we are touring Bowen's Island, the oyster room, and the raw bar, and the restaurant, and the deck.
Wow, right here, the oyster room. Oh my gosh, dude, look at this. It's like 1 million oysters. Wow, it's a lot of oysters.
This is where Ivan steams all of the oysters. So he steams the oysters, the people come down and get their buckets, and they take them upstairs where we give them more buckets, and they just chop into them and eat them.
So we just chuck it ourselves?
Yes, you have to work to eat here. You do have to work
You have to work to eat here?
Yes, you do.
Amazing. Oh, this is incredible. Look at that, he's steaming the oysters.
You have to meet Austin. He's our head cook.
Hi, Austin, how you doing?
I'm doing well, how are you?
Very, very good. So you're the oyster connoisseur here?
I am. I'm the oyster ambassador of Bowen's Island, if you want to call it that, you know? Yeah.
So what's the type of oyster is this?
Along the whole East Coast, it's the same species.
Okay.
It's basically the Virginia. The scientific name is like this long,
yeah, for sure.
But Virginia is in it. So ultimately all of the oysters from Virginia down to parts of Georgia range from the Virginia oyster species, but these are clusters. They look like this.
Wow, so they're all together, like stuck together?
Right, and these are wild, so they'll grow on top of one another. And
do they grow like in the mangroves? Or?
So they grow out of the pluff mud. So when the tide drops to a level where a jumbo can get in these more shallow creeks, people go out and they have to pick them by hand. So each oyster is picked by hand.
Amazing.
It's a lot of really unique things about them and their importance to the environment in particular, you know. Because one oyster can filter up to 30 gallons of water a day.
30 gallons of water a day?
I mean, they're vital, man.
Let me ask you, are you from this area?
I grew up in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Oh, you're from North Carolina?
Yeah, and there are people that ask me, you know, when I see them and tell them what I do, they're like, "What in the hell? You know, how'd you wind up down here doing this?" And I was fortunate enough to meet Hope and Robert, and just kind of I've been out here almost a little over 6 years. So you know, I like to tell people to start from the bottom because typically they grow on the bigger oysters. So I'll show you right now. You got to look for them. But there's actually an oyster right here.
Wow. No, it's hard. Wow, that's a big oyster.
Right. Very big, very salty, very fresh. Plenty of zinc, vitamin A. And
all right, thank you.
You enjoy.
All right, we will.
Whose that one was.
I guess it's for me. Let's go. So right here we have Hope. Hope is the owner with her father.
Yes. Hi, how are y'all?
And your grandmother,
Great-grandmother started the restaurant back in 1946, and her name was Sarah Mae Bowen. And so she bought the island, and it's 13 acres, and she paid $3,900 for it. So she bought the island, and her second husband asked her and said, like, can you get your money back? He thought that was the most insane thing because it was right after World War II, and most people were buying like your nice, you know, house in the suburbs and, you know, brick ranch, that kind of thing. And she went and bought an island. So anyway, they ended up living out here until they passed away, one in the mid 80s, and then my great grandmother died in 1990. And so my father took over ownership then. And we have had a long-standing tradition of doing wild-caught local clusters that are steamed, and that's the way that oysters have really been done in Charleston for a really long time. And we were sort of the home of the first oyster roast. So, and they've actually really become very popular nowadays. But anyway, so those are the clusters that you get, and it just happens to be like how they grow and how they reproduce that you get that versus a single. So to get a single oyster, you have to go through a lot of, you have to tumble them and make sure that like they don't have any baby oysters that land on them and want to grow too. So anyhow, but so steamed oysters have been like a long, like sort of a low country tradition down here. And it's a great event because even here, if you look at our tables that are here, you pile the oysters up and you might be 1 or 2 people who are sitting here, but then you have 4 or 5 other people that you don't even know who end up sitting beside you, and it's sort of a great way to, I think, find like community and be able to engage with other people rather than, just going to sit at a restaurant and sit at your own table and eat, if that makes sense.
No, I love that because you're like connecting with people again.
Yeah, and that was kind of the thing. Like people do oyster roast. A lot of people host them at their homes, like for their friends and family. And we are kind of philanthropy like tradition. We usually give out our space out here every Sunday during oyster season because we have a lot of nonprofits who want to do oyster roast, and they sell tickets and they make lots of money. That one is Save the Light, which is the Morris Island Lighthouse. We do one for Pet Helpers, which is a no-kill shelter out here, and lots of other nonprofit organizations.
So all day hearing these oysters, huh?
Yep, here you go. And so another big part of it also, and I'll show you the area again, is we recycle the shells, and that's a big, it's through the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, and sort of an effort to, it makes it easier for the oysters to reproduce if you're putting the shells back into the water. So
here we go, my oysters.
The weights, man.
Woo! It's hot. How do you even pick this?
Your world. You do it like this.
You gotta like move it. Now the steam's hitting me hard.
Yeah, wait till the salt hits it, man.
Perfect. Look at that. I've never seen this before.
Oh yeah.
Like steamed oysters just like this in these clusters. So this is the oyster room in the bottom. Just put the bucket in the middle, and from there you start shucking. I love this. Feels like I'm in like a tavern, fisherman's tavern or something.
It really is.
Yeah.
You have to see this as well. This is the oyster chute.
Oh my gosh, look at all the oysters.
We dump all the oyster shells down here, and then we take them and put them in the piles that you saw.
So it goes to recycling.
Yes.
Sorry, what's your name?
My name's Carol.
Carol, and you're from here?
I sure am.
From Charleston?
From Charleston, born and raised.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing about Charleston?
Oh, I gotta say the views. Definitely the views and the food.
And then the food.
The food.
Low country food.
Low country food, that's seafood.
And the beer, good?
Beer's great.
By the way, I love the views of your restaurant.
Yes, I was gonna say we do have the best view in Charleston.
The best view in Charleston?
That's what I think.
Wait till the sunset comes.
Yeah, when the sunset comes, it's fabulous because I probably have 30,000 pictures on my phone, and it is
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Lord hath parted the sky.
Yes. So outside we have everybody shucking oysters. We're gonna do that right now, but over here we have the fresh ones which have already been shucked. So here we go. Always with some lime. What is this? Some
little horseradish.
Horseradish, exactly. And this to the side. So
I think you gotta try it by itself at first. You should just be able to slurp it right out.
yeah, we slurp it.
And you can just
Oh, they're ready for slurp? Okay, so we slurp. This is how we do it.
Nice and salty.
That's the C right there. Delicious. Oh yeah. Gotta throw some of that horseradish on top.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Is that to order?
Yes. So, and in the past we usually have, we've had longer lines that go all the way down the ramp.
Yeah.
But since we opened up for lunch, the line is a lot less.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
It's amazing. My horseradish?
Really good.
It's strong.
I love that.
Supposed to flip them, right? I think we're supposed to like
Flip
that.
them over. They're so salty. Yum.
They're so good. So you grab a towel.
So what you always want to do is you go for the hinge, which is usually the end spot right there.
Oh, wow.
And you like that. And you wind up with that nice little pretty oyster in there.
And then
So that's a whole, yeah, you do it yourself. And then what I usually do is put it up on my, so there you go.
Look at that. Mmm.
Now you get to try.
Oh, steam.
We're gonna have to find another one.
Wow, this is so different. The flavors, the essence of it. I actually like it more than the cold.
Yeah.
That's like ice cold.
I was gonna say, and so that's an easy. So yeah, and then
Done.
So that's and it is, and so that's what we call a well done oyster. So when we steam ours, we steam them to order. So our oyster guy will say, "How do you like them steamed?" And it's usually like, think about a steak. So that would be a more of a well done one. So when they're well done, it means usually that the shells pop open a good bit. But you get some that's kind of like a medium one, and then the ones that are like really closed up, kind of like these, those are probably going to be more of the like juicy raw ones. I mean, not raw, but juicier ones. Because the more you steam them, the more like juice you cook out of them.
How many are in a cluster like this?
It depends. So as you can see, there's a way, like there's a size that you have to pick them at because, and what our guys do, because they came from Solid Grey and just have worked with our family for a long time, but they do what you call in place. So when they find a cluster, what they'll do is they see some that are too tiny, and they have like basically sort of like a pickaxe, and they chip those off, and they stay back in the mud till they grow to a bigger size. And that's really important also, because I mentioned earlier about the conservation and making sure that like we maintain our oyster system and all that kind of stuff. But that's a big part of culling in place, and also sort of the replanting and recycling thing are certainly key for us.
I'm gonna literally grab one of these. This is how I do it. Take it off, like do it by hand, right? Go in here.
It's harder with these nails on.
Yeah, my hands are pretty slippery.
Make it hard, right?
They do.
Oh, these are great.
So, what do you know about frog?
What do I know about frogmore stew? Well, I know there's potatoes, there's corn, there's sausage.
There are no frogs.
No frogs, but there's nice spice there.
But actually, there is. Yes, there is. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why we call it that.
So it comes from Frogmore Island.
It's a refrigerator dish. It's Frogmore stew ends up being like stuff that you have in your refrigerator, and so it would be like you could use corn, shrimp, potatoes. People put in boiled eggs. You can put in boiled peanuts. You can throw in crab. Like you can put in crawfish or like big like stone crab claws or anything like that. So it's like I said, it's a refrigerator dish. It's kind of like throw it all in the pot.
I personally love doing this with the shrimp. Like I need to have a little bit of a challenge sometimes, you know? Take it apart. So you always take off the legs, then the shell, and then just go like this. And over here it's fried.
We don't want to.
This is my type of feast.
Okay, well.
Like a never-ending shrimp feast.
Really? How many shrimp is this now?
Today, I don't know. Today a lot.
Put the shrimp counter on.
This place doesn't stop, huh? Right?
Yeah, the seafood seasoning.
Secret seasoning. Try the cocktail. I love the cocktail.
Yes, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Which cocktail do you prefer with that?
Mine. Hush puppy. That's so tasty. God. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Hush puppy's better than cornbread.
What? Let me get that.
Serious.
So yeah,
Might be right.
Yes. Very nice to meet you.
You guys are the best. Thank you.
The families have actually like worked with my family for years and years.
Oh wow.
And so this is Richard and Adrian. So they go out in this boat. Hi, movie stars.
Hey guys.
This is David. David, Adrian, Richard.
How you guys doing? Man, it's a lot of oysters. It's all clusters, huh? Wow. Oh, delicious. So we have them clean the oysters there, and look at the line to order right now. It is massive, huge line. And over here they're eating it traditional style, the oysters. Wow, they're open so easily. Some of them are hard though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel the same way. Like I'm struggle busting over here.
Yeah, she was explaining to me it's like meat. Like some are like medium rare and some are medium. So the medium, it opens easily. The other ones are like impossible.
That's it, brother. Sometimes
This is incredible. So we came out here to the pier to see the water. And look at this, gorgeous. Wow,
This is what
stunning.
Charleston's all about.
Yeah, beyond the food, beyond the city.
Yeah, I mean, we have beautiful nature as well. You can come out here, it's so peaceful. And I mean, this is where we got the food today. So you just have to appreciate it. You could see exactly where it came from, which is amazing. And that's what makes it taste even better.
And so what do you call this, like marshland or?
Yeah, this
like
is kind of like the marsh, a creek, you
Mhm.
know, whatever you want to call it.
Hope, you back? You came back. Do you swim in these waters?
I actually do not, but many of our peeps do. One of the most diverse ecosystems around, and so many like baby tiny creatures that live there, and then birds and fish and crabs and all kinds of things, oysters. With the sunsets and all that, like the variations in the marsh grass and whatnot, change sort of throughout the day and definitely like throughout the seasons of the year, which I think you probably
Instead
like,
of having the leaves, we can
we have the
marsh
marsh grass,
Yeah.
which is really amazing too, and you can kind of see, like if you're looking now, you can see how kind of the colors play across there. So many species of birds. You have things called oyster catchers, and you of course have herons and pelicans, and one of the most popular things actually for I think tourists and stuff out here are the dolphins. And so COA does dolphin tours, and actually I think within the past 2 years they sort of reclassified, because most dolphins are like the same species or whatever.
Bottlenose dolphin.
Right, but they have actually done one because they found out that most of the ones who live like in this creek area stay here for their entire lifespan.
Oh, wow.
And so they kind of recategorized it, and it's mainly because there's so much food.
So this is a dolphin tour right here?
This is probably a dolphin tour. They've probably seen some dolphins.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to come. This
You're very
is
welcome.
amazing.
My pleasure.
She set a house to the side for me. She said
There
I
we
could
go.
have one.
Yes, I did.
Well,
I
inside
did.
it, right?
Yes, hey, you just tell me when you're ready to move. I don't know that we can match the nightlife of Miami, but you know.
So the whole trip, Elise has been pumping this place up. Husk, elevated low country cuisine.
Yeah, we're about to taste some amazing local ingredients right here, low country cuisine, but with a little bit of a twist. I saw that they had chili crisp on their dirty rice, so we got to try that.
Yeah, and the special thing about this place is that they only do things that are in season, and they locally source everything from the farms nearby. They have two other Husk, I think one in Savannah and the other one in
Greenville.
In Greenville.
Yep.
Okay, and each one has a different chef, and they let them just do whatever in terms of expanding on the menu, not just everything the same.
Yeah, and you can see the board inside has all the ingredients and where they come from. So they're very transparent about their ingredients, and they're all very hyper local. She said they have to be within a certain radius of each Husk. So even each location might have some different ingredients from different farms.
Well, enough talking. I'm ready. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
So I don't know if the music is gonna be a killer
Yeah,
there,
we'll
but Megan, how you doing?
Really well.
Hello. David, pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Brunch master.
Brunch master.
New to it.
So we're trying some alligator gumbo.
Yeah, alligator gumbo, super tasty, super dirty.
Yeah.
Definitely should check it out for sure. I don't know anybody else that's doing gator right now, which is super cool.
So tell me about your menu.
Right now, menu's a little A little super southern at the moment, honestly. I mean, gator gumbo is pretty freaking cool. We're doing shrimp and grits as always. Nice tarragon mustard cream with it. Grits are bomb, I'm not gonna lie. They're really tasty. Soak them overnight. All the cream, all the butter, all the cheese, all the things. So those are super good.
Amazing.
You should definitely try the whipped nettle toast right now too. It's basically just like cheese mousse essentially with like apple gastrique. It's got a little like apple radish salad on top. It's really tasty, light. Kind of not for winter season, so it's like one thing on our menu right now that's like easy to eat and not gonna blow your stomach up and like put you in a coma for the rest of the day. But that's kind of our style here too, though, is to make you leave in a little bit of pain. So yeah, man, menu's fun right now. Fried chicken, biscuits, all the goodies.
And where are you from?
From Illinois. I spent like 5 years in Phoenix before I came out here. But yeah, a little small town in Illinois.
Awesome. So you fell in love with Southern food?
Yeah, no, for sure. Grandma's cooking, you know.
No, nothing beats biscuit and gravy.
No, not at all, not at all. Grandma used to make it with the bacon grease and the little coffee cup under the sink that she saved all the time, you know. Just saving it, making it good.
How are we doing? Oh my gosh, that looks good. Some pancakes. Those look delicious. That dirty rice? Yeah, it looks amazing. It's like deviled eggs with caviar?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, where do you want this over, easy guy? Is that the one for griddle? It's on top? Throw it on there, baby. We show?
Wow. All right.
This is pork torres. It's actually pork neck.
The pork neck.
Yeah. Like
That looks
nice
freaking
fat.
delicious. Oh my god. I can't even imagine. And the pancakes, what are these? Because they look different.
They're oat and flour, eggs, and a little water.
And they have coconut oil in them?
Yeah.
Oats. Yep, coconut oil in them. Oats that have been buzzed to make flour, oat flour. And then rolled oats as well. Flour, eggs, and water. Yep. And then they're delicious. So they're like an oatmeal pancake, basically. Yeah.
So you love Low Country?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've grown up in the South my entire life, so.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Yep, and moved here 15-ish years ago.
So I have to ask you, Alabama barbecue, is it really good?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I do enjoy the stuff that's going on around here as well.
I'm going to Rodney Scott's later today, so I'm going to do a reel.
Get the ribs. Oh, and the catfish.
And the catfish.
Oh, its catfish is so good. Yeah, ribs and catfish. That's what I would go with.
Favorite thing about Charleston?
You know, we're so close to a bunch of different beaches. It's easy to get out and around. There's a lot of great food. I don't know. It's an enjoyable place. The weather's great. You know, you're right by the water. Why would you not love it?
So it's an egg on dirty rice?
Yes, sir. I think it's a little chili crisp on top of that.
As of right now for brunch, all we're doing is toasting bread, but we'll be experimenting at some point with trying to make the shrimp and grits using the wood fire oven.
Oh, yeah?
That extra flavor.
Ooh. You melt the cheese on top.
Could be.
Wow. Is that spicy, the crisp?
A little bit. It's not crazy.
I mean, I want that right now. Dude, this food looks absolutely amazing.
It's gonna be great.
I cannot wait.
Enjoy.
I need some of that bacon.
I got you.
I need some. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. It was great. Loved it. Wow.
It's gonna be 4. We got a set of grits.
Look at this right here. Bread pudding?
Yes, sir.
No way. Wow. That looks amazing.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Is that it?
Yeah, this is the Bloody Mary with a little bit of hot sauce on top as well.
A little bit of hot sauce.
It's ready to go. This is the Husk mimosa. Yeah, it's basically a take on a regular mimosa, but we put a little bit of peach liqueur in it. A little bit of old-fashioned bitters as well.
It was great.
We'll top it with the shrimp.
It's perfect, dude. Sorry, what's your name?
Alton.
Alton?
Alton, yeah.
And where are you from?
I am from North Augusta, South Carolina.
Oh, all right. So
about 2.5 hours away.
So what's the best barbecue in South Carolina?
Best barbecue in South Carolina.
Is it Rodney Scott's? I'm going there later.
I've heard Lewis is really good around.
I went yesterday.
Is it good?
But yeah, but it's more Texas style.
Oh, the South Carolina barbecue? We have a place in the middle of nowhere called Duke's. That's the best barbecue.
Duke's?
But yeah, it's probably a really far drive from here.
So South Carolina though?
Yeah, South Carolina barbecue.
You're gonna add some more here? Yeah, so now I know Duke's. No, I've been doing a lot of barbecue the past few years, man.
Yes, it was $20. Oh man.
Oh wow.
Beautiful.
What do we got there?
Ham, biscuits, pimento cheese, and pickles.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
That country ham.
It almost looks like prosciutto.
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
And then my Bloody Mary, you have the country ham as well, and the pickles.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Delicious.
Oh yeah.
This is the Husk mimosa, so they put a little extra liquor in here, they said. That's what Charleston's all about.
Yeah.
Extra something in the morning to get you going.
10:30 in the morning, a little tipsy, you feel good.
Yeah. I mean, we're all about that brunch culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are, because 10 a.m. a lot of the restaurants, right?
Yep, we're open, we're ready. You can keep it going till like 3, then you go home, take a nap, and get ready for Monday.
It is good. It's like super strong. You gotta try one of these biscuits. Let me grab one. Oh, that's what I know.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Over here, that's pimento? No.
Pimento cheese, yeah.
It's cheese. So put some of that in the middle. And then should I put it?
Yeah, put the ham on there too.
The ham on there?
You might want to try the ham by itself too.
No, I'm gonna try by itself, just say that. You know, I used to eat a lot of cured meats. I don't eat so much anymore.
Well, you are today.
At dinner, we try not to freak out the brunch people too much. At dinner, we do a little this chili crisp that we make here on the pimento cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little spice to wake you up in the morning.
Yeah, it makes your life.
Look, this is the chili. Am I supposed to put this in here?
You want?
Make it a little spicy? I think I should try it alone before. So I'm gonna add one of these right on top. And this is basically a country ham biscuit pimento sandwich. I'm actually so happy right now.
I can tell.
This is good. Cheers.
Brunch time.
The combo. It's like crumbly, cheesy, salty. You know what? I'm gonna add some of that chili. It almost looks like a Szechuan spicy.
Yeah, I think it's chili crisp. I'm not sure if they make it or. I'll do some.
Oh, spicy, but it's good. Wow, this thing crumbles. What a biscuit. I'm just gonna eat like a little bit, like at this point.
That's really good. Very garlicky.
Pro tip: ask for the chili crisp. It makes this dish.
100%.
Whoa, that was amazing. And here they have their famous biscuit and gravy. What? I forgot we were gonna have a second biscuit.
You can never have too many biscuits.
Look at that gravy. Looks so nice and rich. Some gravy on top, more gravy. Look at this, the gravy right here. What's in that? It's like so clumpy.
Probably sausage.
Sausage?
Yes, yeah.
Elevated low country cuisine.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what to tell you. This food is so homey, so comfort.
Definitely. Oh yeah. There's definitely sausage in there.
That gravy is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good business.
Yum.
Whoa. Just smoky and phenomenal.
Definitely a lot of pepper in there, which I like.
Yeah, definitely more on the peppery side.
Well, you don't seem to be drinking anyway, so.
How's that gravy?
Oh wow, it's really good.
Yep.
Nice sausage flavors. Got these nice little green onions that are cutting through the fat of the gravy. It's really gives it a nice flavor. And
This is the best biscuit and gravy of my life.
Really?
Of my life, yeah.
All right, you heard it here first.
Wow. All right, so what do we have here?
Pick it up. This is the whipped nettle toast. The chef highly recommended it, so we got to check it out. Definitely some local ingredients in here.
It's very fresh, almost like a herbal cream cheese. And you have almost like a, not a coleslaw, but something like that, like onions on top.
Well, one thing about Southern food people don't realize is that there is a big focus on vegetables and local produce. So, you know, we do have the biscuits and gravy. We do have all those fun, decadent dishes, but we have a lot of great local produce around here just because of the weather. We get great, you know, tomatoes, all the summer produce, corn, you know, in fall, squash and stuff. So they try to showcase that here.
Okay, so let's open it up. Maybe grab that piece. I'll grab this piece. Ooh. Yeah, it's literally half and half.
Okay, got it.
Is this supposed to be that?
I don't know.
Are we going for the bite?
Sure.
Let's do it.
I don't know what I expected it to taste like, but it's good.
Yeah. Very cold.
Jesus, yeah. There's like some vinegar in there.
Mm-hmm. Nice contrast.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's like a cream cheese. I don't know. It does remind me of some other cheeses I've tried.
Really. Yeah, it's either like ricotta or mascarpone, I guess.
Yeah. Mmm. The bread's amazing.
Yeah. A little bit of sweetness too. Get some honey on there.
I was gonna say there is some sweetness.
Yep.
So these are an oat pancake, oat griddle cake, and it has, I believe this is like a maple butter on top of here, and I'm really excited to try it. You can see it's sort of more of a darker colored pancake here, so probably be a bit more grizzled with the texture. And you know, as the cameraman, I always eat first. That's why you guys never see me eating. But sorry, David. Now you have to watch me, man.
I have to eat that clump of butter.
I was like, yeah.
No, it's maple butter.
The technique was something.
It is really good, and yeah, it has like an oat. It does have that oat texture in there, so it's a little bit thicker than a buttermilk pancake. Really good though. Wow, Clindishi Bakery. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Kill him.
This is the gator gumbo. This is the short-rib dirty rice, chili crisp, sunny egg, okra and tomatoes on there with Carolina gold rice.
Amazing.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Amazing. Gator gumbo.
What are those veggies?
Look at that with okra.
I love a charred okra too.
Mhm.
Charred okra is so good.
And that's the dirty rice with
Little chili crisp on top. So when they do elevated southern, they sometimes do, you know, they add some ingredients from not the low country to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. So chili crisp, you know, obviously not from the south. So
For sure.
But it adds a nice spice and flavor to it for sure.
It's like almost like a Chinese influence, the Szechuan style with that chili oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to try this. Let's go. Let's cut this one open.
Oh yeah, beautifully yolked.
Look at that.
That's definitely a local egg right there.
And then, all right, so let's just grab a little bit.
Yeah.
Dirty rice. Oh, it looks a little spicy.
Yeah, I think everybody adds something a little different to their dirty rice. I think it's, you know, whatever you have left over. Throw it in there.
I love that. Look, this like almost like another piece of bacon in here.
It smells so good. Smell those spices.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
With the chili crisp?
Mm-hmm. With the runny egg inside?
Wow. It's definitely got a kick.
This is the red rices of red rices. Wow. I like how it's full of meat throughout. You have nice crispy onions. Little heat.
It's got a good, like, almost like Cajun kick to it.
And over here, I got a piece.
You had alligator before?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm from Florida.
Oh right, duh.
We're all about the alligator.
You got the gators.
You know, we don't have it like a lot in terms of like how many restaurants serve it.
Right.
I'm actually surprised by that. But there are a few like very Floridian restaurants like in the Glades where you'll have the gator tail and frog legs. And that's it. That's the menu, but it's all fried.
Yeah. I've definitely had it fried. I don't think I've had it in a gumbo before. Very tender.
Very tender. Delicious meat.
That's impressive. Really nice texture to it. Different than you have in a lot of places. Nice crunch to it.
Wow, what amazing food. I'm blown away. Elevated low country food. I might say this is the best meal of the trip.
So far.
So far. It is the best gator I've ever had.
Okay.
I'm going to say this is one of the best restaurants.
Big day at first today.
No, this is too good. Chef, you busy, huh?
We're doing just fine, man.
Doing great?
Great, yeah.
Oh, dude,
chilling, man.
food was amazing.
Everything good?
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
man.
of course, man. We're happy to have you.
I'm going to dream about the alligator.
All right, wow. Fair enough.
No, the best alligator I've ever had. Do it at home?
That's what I was saying. You got some Gullah
I got it in my backyard. You know, I'm in the Everglades.
Do it? Oh, yeah, man.
Just jump in the canal, grab a few.
One day you give me a lesson. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Thank you. And thanks to everybody. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Awesome, man. You guys made this show. You weren't on camera. What happened? Thank you. Take care, guys. All right, let's go. Where is she? Where is she?
Of course you
Thank you. Thank you. We truly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's amazing.
Yeah, come back. It wasn't bad, right?
No, it was perfect. So tell me about Husk.
So we are a farm-to-table restaurant in the South, specifically in the Low Country. So we are dedicated to supporting all of our wonderful local farmers that we have all over North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. We try to express kind of our own take on what Low Country cuisine can be, but we don't limit ourselves to being just Southern. We say Southern ingredients with global influence. And all of us are from all over the world. Our chef is from a cattle farm in Idaho. I'm from a seed farm in Montana, so we're from all over the country. But we really do love what comes out of the ground here, and so we try to really celebrate that as much as we can.
And you're located in a historical building.
We are in a historical building. So this building has reinvented itself so many times. I guess and I probably have the dates wrong. I try to memorize them and I'm terrible at it. But,
don't worry about that.
But it was originally built in the early 1800s, burned down. Our little bar building over here was rebuilt in 1874.
Wow.
And then this building, what we call the main house, was built in the late 1800s by the Graham family. They had a lot of daughters. A lot of them became teachers. And at a certain point, this was purchased by a historic preservation society called the Pinckney Foundation and donated to the Gibbs Museum as basically an art school. So it existed as artist studios and teaching space for a long time. And then Neighborhood Dining Group, our company, bought it in 2009, and then Husk opened in November of 2010. And then we've been going strong ever since. I don't know if you saw all those people in there.
I was going to say business is good. I mean, it is packed right now.
Really, it is always, brunch is great. We have a lot of fun. Brunch is actually where we get to be a little more Southern about it. You got to try that, right?
Well, we came here on a Sunday brunch, so it's perfect timing.
Yeah. So, awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks to y'all for coming in.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, of course. Come back.
So this is the pineapple fountain. This is one of the main attractions here. As you can see, there's kids all in the water. There's no lifeguard though.
Be careful.
Yeah, right? So people wait in line to take photo here.
I mean, it's an iconic photo. If you come to Charleston, you can't really say you went to Charleston without taking a picture with the pineapple fountain. It's just one of those rites of passage, you know?
Yeah. Pineapple, beautiful fountain, huge. How's the water, cold? It's pretty ice, it's pretty ice.
Oh my gosh, alrighty.
It's amazing. So this is the Instagram spot.
Yep.
And over here, so we have, what, the harbor?
Yeah, so that's the harbor. This is the Cooper River.
Okay.
So, and then, you know, it mixes all in with the ocean, so it's the harbor. We have the famous Ravenel Bridge over there. It's kind of what everybody recognizes about Charleston. And you could see Mount Pleasant from here. So this is a great place to come and kind of get your bearings in Charleston as well and see all the sights. Rainbow Row's not too far from here. You could see all the historic architecture as well.
Yeah, so we are in the heart of old Charleston, over 300 years of history right here on these banks. Check this out. This old building is the house to a tavern since 1686. Incredible. 237 years.
Yep, that's a long time. Oldest liquor store in the country, people.
Yeah.
Come and check it out.
The immigrants that came through here were for sure Dutch, Belgians, Germans.
I mean, Charlestonians love to drink, so that's definitely part of the culture here.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that we have the oldest liquor store.
No, for sure. You guys like good beer, so. The Tavern. Amazing building. Love this. The red
I'm
bricks.
not sure if this is like a bar and that's the liquor store.
I think so. I think that's the bar and that's the liquor store next door. Because you can see inside. No, there's a lot of wine in there. Yeah, this is definitely a bar.
Nice.
And this is right across the street from Rainbow Row.
This is made out on Guatemala, which is about 20 minutes past Johns Island, where I live. And it's muscadine wine, so it's pretty sweet. But it's made here in Charleston. You wouldn't expect wine to be made in Charleston, but definitely give it a try. It's good stuff.
My name's Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah.
So where are we right now?
This Tavern at Rainbow Row. This is the beer and wine side. We have our liquor store adjacent, closed on Sundays, of course. This is beer and wine. Then we have our tavern behind me, which is currently being retrovated. But in our liquor side, we have been selling alcohol as a tavern, a flagon shop, a barber shop, or a liquor store, but always alcohol since the building was finished by British shipwrights in 1686.
Oh, wow. So lots of history here.
It is a fun building. It's the oldest commercial building in the state, and we are built on the original wall of Charleston, which makes up part of our basement.
Incredible. So what do you have here? Just beers, craft beers?
These are craft beers currently disconnected as we're in the process of retrovating next door and expanding over there.
So question, so you were born and raised in Charleston?
I am from Atlanta. Originally, I've been here about 8.5 years.
What's your favorite thing about Charleston?
I think the history is what makes it special. It's a very unique. It's the only city in America that's English colonial and tropical. It's been the wealthiest city in America twice, and it is the obstinate daughter of our country. Stubborn, rich, just won't listen.
So where are we going next?
Rodney Scott's Barbecue, low country barbecue, baby, whole hog. I'm excited for you to try it.
You're gonna eat the whole hog?
I'm gonna eat the whole hog. What would my rabbi say though? I don't know. I might get pissed.
Look at this though, right?
That's like my favorite color.
Are you guys on TikTok?
No,
Well, I'm on TikTok.
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, well, hi.
What's your names?
Alyssa. Michaela. Yeah.
And you guys are from Charleston?
We're from Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Minnesota. Yeah.
So what are you doing here? Just vacation?
Yeah. Just hanging out.
And why Charleston?
It's pretty. It's pretty. It's tropical. It's cold in Minnesota already, so we're just down here hanging out. Yep.
Have you tried the low country cuisine yet?
We have crab cakes. We went to Coconut Joe's. We had Rodney something barbecue.
Rodney Scott's?
Yes, Rodney Scott.
We're going right now.
Are you? It was good.
This is Rodney Scott's Barbecue, the most famous barbecue spot in Charleston. I actually was recommended this place by like 50 people at my store recently.
Absolutely. This is authentic low country barbecue. He does whole hog barbecue, the best you'll ever taste.
And that mustard's probably delicious.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. He actually does a vinegar sauce on it, so it's nice and tangy, nice and well seasoned. You gotta try it.
So I don't know if Rodney's here, but if he's not, we're still eating. Let's go. We're going to the back, to the pits. Smoker. Woo. And here we go. Hey, how you doing? Wow, it smells amazing in here.
Yes, we're at Magic Cabins.
David,
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. How's it going? Levi. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
So what are we doing back here?
So over here is where we got the firebox. So we'll get get a fire going in the morning, and then as the coals start to fall down, we'll shovel them into the pits.
Wow, that is hot.
Oh yeah, non-stop.
What is that, like 500 degrees?
In there, it's probably more than that,
Probably more
honestly.
than that. And so what type of wood do you use?
So it's mostly oak wood. We got a little bit of hickory wood as well. It's usually whatever we can get. There's a farm that we get them around. It's Hollywood, South Carolina, and they bring all our wood. It's mostly just for the fuel. It's not really as much like a flavor, so not really like an apple wood sort of thing. It's just mostly for the fuel.
And so in terms of dishes that we're trying today, it's all pork? Pork heavy?
So most of our sides are gonna have some pork in them. We do have ribs, so those are gonna be pork ribs as well. We got chicken and turkey, and then brisket as well.
Amazing.
So,
Sausages?
Yep, we got sausage as well. It's got pepper and cheese inside the sausage too.
So what makes South Carolina barbecue different?
I would say probably the vinegar-based sauces, and then just doing the whole hog style cooking. Not too common anymore. You don't really see the whole hog as much anymore. You'll see just like the shoulders and just kind of like pork loin and stuff like that.
Oh.
But yeah, we try to keep it how he's done it for years.
Can we see?
Yeah, so it's not for the pigs over here. This is gonna be the chicken. So that'll cook about 2.5, 3 hours, right at 225 to 250 degrees. That'll cook for the first hour. We'll let it cook, and then we'll mop it with our mop sauce, and then that's when we'll flip it, and it'll cook about another hour and a half.
So the mop sauce is the secret sauce?
Yep, that's it's actually Rodney's sauce. It's also around all the tables too. It's the same sauce that we mop back here with.
Wow.
So this is
that's hot.
The star of the show.
The star. Oh my gosh, it's a full hog.
Yep.
Whoa! Feels like I'm in Spain with this. You know, in Spain they have the huge lechon. Look at the face on that guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the pork rinds.
Don't look it in the eyes.
Oh.
It's tasty though.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm sure.
So this just went on about an hour ago. It'll cook all night long, and the guy tomorrow morning will come in around 5 a.m. That's when they'll flip it. So they'll take another one of these chicken wire things we have here. So they'll take 2 of these, just kind of put one on top, and it'll be 2 different guys. They'll kind of come in here and just totally flip it, just like that. And then after that, it'll cook about another hour. So in total, it's about a 12 to 15 hour process.
Wow. So how long have you been doing barbecue for?
I've been here for 4 years.
Wow.
Yep. I started back here in the pit about a couple years, and then just recently moved back to management. And yep.
And are you from Charleston?
I'm from Myrtle Beach originally.
Myrtle Beach?
Yep.
That's a little north from here, right?
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
Yeah. So what do you love about Charleston?
It's a really pretty city. I like the trees, a lot of nature around here. It's pretty stuff to see around.
Yeah. And this is the best barbecue I heard in South Carolina.
Yes, sir. Right here. Rodney Scott's.
This little thing right here is hot. I feel like my lens is gonna melt in here, guys. Oh my back. Ooh, that's hot. That's brutal.
I'm like melted.
Hey, this is worse than Lexington, bro.
Yeah.
It is hot.
Cooking in there, my back is like scalded.
Hopefully fall.
Yeah.
We just got some fall weather here in Charleston.
In summer,
yeah, in the summer, oof, man, it'd be hard to stand back here.
All right, so ribs?
Yeah, right here.
Wow.
Nice.
And that'd be turkey breast right over here.
Turkey breast right here.
It's not our most popular meat, the turkey, but it's really good.
All right, Ellis? Elise.
The pigs.
Oh my
This is
god.
brisket. That'll go in tonight.
Look at that brisket. I love that pepper on there.
Yep, just salt and pepper on there.
Let me get it in here. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Come in here.
Look at these massive hogs.
Oh yeah.
Huge. Where do they come from? From South Carolina?
They just come from North Carolina.
North Carolina?
It's a farm. It's called Barbecue Pigs, actually.
Wow.
And they do all of our restaurants here.
They're massive.
Yeah. They're about 300 pounds while they're like alive still, and then they bring it to us without any of the guts and any sort of that stuff inside, and they're about 160 pounds once they get all that stuff out.
Yeah, because they take out the blood. I mean, they do a lot. Yeah. Oh, it's out there. It's scorching in here. I like it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. In the summertime, they'll just come in here and kind of just like hang out for a couple minutes, cool down.
Sure, you cool down.
Oh yeah.
God, this is crazy.
Yeah, you got to.
Wow. And then here we have just like ribs.
Yeah, those are ribs.
What are those?
These are burnt-ins. They are pork belly little cubes. So they get smoked in the smoker just like the brisket and turkey. And then we'll put them on little skewers and then we'll sauce them up with our Kathy's sweet sauce and then throw them in the oven for about 20 more minutes. They'll get a nice glaze on them. That stuff's really good too.
That brisket does look good.
Oh yeah.
Look, he's throwing the logs in.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we do have to use some charcoal to get us through. If we were to just use all wood, it would probably take a few trees, a couple trees of wood a day just to cook the amount of meat that we cook here. So we do get some lump. It's all oak hard charcoal that we kind of throw in there before we throw the hogs on, just to get that wood kind of helping out.
1 minute here and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. No, dude, it's too hot. Like my pants are on fire.
Oh, I know. Whenever I'm back here, I won't even keep my phone in there because it'll get all wet from just like sweating. It's crazy. Yeah.
If I stand here long enough, I'll melt. Dude, it's too hot. All right, let's go eat. My man, thank you so much.
Yep.
All right.
Enjoy.
Let's go. Can't wait.
Stand outside of my hand. Thanks, man.
Of course.
Take care.
Oh my God, 1 second there, I died. So we have 2 different local beers. Mine's an IPA, yours is a pale ale.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Beer and barbecue. Can't get any better.
Mm-hmm. That's refreshing.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, beautiful day. We have some crackling right here.
Yep.
Some pork rinds.
These are my favorite to get here.
Oh yeah?
Crinkle some on a sandwich, a little bit of crunch, so good.
Crackling. In Miami we call it chicharron. Let me get a tiny piece. Not so tiny. Not so tiny. The crack, but then it just falls apart. It melts. It's good, but very fatty.
Good seasoning.
All right, here we go. Some food. Oh wow, what do we got there?
6 pieces.
Thank you.
You know, it's the one thing I don't really eat too much when I have barbecue is chicken wings. I don't know if that's something you guys do more here in South Carolina, but in Texas they don't do this that
The
much.
smoked wings are really, really popular. I like them with a dry rub. Really good seasoning on there, nice and crispy. Here comes the platter.
Oh my gosh, that is the platter.
Yep.
You have their amazing platter. So what do we got here? It's a mix. We got the collard greens, we have the mac and cheese, we have a potato salad, coleslaw, cornbread. You got the spare ribs, pulled pork, you got brisket, and you have sausage. Okay, so how do we start this?
I think you got to go with the whole hog right away.
The whole hog?
You got to get the experience. That's what we came here for. Without sauce first.
Okay.
And then you can get the sauce on there.
So this is why we came here.
This is why we came. You saw the whole hog. Yep.
So moist.
Vinegary too. You like the vinegar on there?
Yeah.
That's
for
my
sure.
favorite part.
Wow, very tasty. And then next to us, we have like 4 different sauces. We have, was it Rodney's sauce? We have Kathy's sauce. We have a mix here.
Yep.
And so all these are mustard based, I'm guessing?
No, these are actually, I think that one's vinegar based. This one's more of a classic like tomato-y but a little tangy.
Okay.
I think this one's even more like sweet and tomato-y.
Oh wow, this smells amazing. You know, in Texas, they do like, their barbecue almost has no sauce.
Right.
I feel like here in the Carolinas, it's all about the sauce.
I love sauce.
Yeah, me too.
Big sauce gal.
Just like, just dip it.
Even better.
Even better. What is it, potato salad?
I like the potato salad. They put like little mustard in there, so it's not boring. Yeah.
Nice and like clumpy. The cornbread. You know, everybody does cornbread different. Some people add salt, some people add honey.
Theirs is like a cake too. Theirs is.
This is a cake.
Theirs is pretty sweet, but it's good.
I almost feel like this should be the last thing I try. It's okay. This is Southern goodness right here.
Yep.
It's amazing. Yeah, sorry. We have two, so I just separated
Kept it all for himself.
Oh my gosh.
It is very buttery. So good.
So good.
And their mac and cheese is some of the best too,
Mac and cheese?
I would say.
Extremely cheesy.
I think that's probably the best mac and cheese we've had so far.
We've had a lot of mac and cheese in 2 days.
Yeah. It's a signature.
It's a signature.
It's so good.
And then over here next to the wings, you said we have Alabama sauce?
Yeah, they do have Alabama white sauce, so that's a little different.
Okay.
Creamy barbecue sauce. It goes well with the dry rub.
So that's more Alabama. So Alabama's all about the white sauce.
Yeah.
Try to dip this guy in there, Nate. There. Whoa.
Get a little. I'm more of a flat gal, so I'll go with the flats.
Oh, I like the sauce. But the chicken alone is amazing. The seasoning?
So good.
So good.
And the smoke
So
makes
juicy.
it nice and crispy on the outside.
So, I've been debating going to Alabama literally just for barbecue. What do you think?
I've never been, but if you like the Alabama white sauce, might be the place for you. And they have another Rodney Scott's there. You can stop by.
But from my understanding, Alabama barbecue is all about chicken.
Okay.
So right here we have the spare ribs. Monsters.
Oh my gosh.
I like this with no sauce. Just
Yep. Get the true flavor. Very smoky.
Very smoky. There's something about eating barbecue. It really is like soothing. You know, I enjoy it every time. Comfort.
Yeah, I like the crispy skin on the outside. Can't beat that.
All right, so we're gonna do brisket now. Look at that beautiful brisket. So even though they're South Carolina focused, full hog, they got brisket as well.
They do.
All right.
What is it called? The bark? It's got a nice
The bark. Nice
on there.
bark.
I think that's the term.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dip it into the Kathy sauce.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Just a little bit of fat.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, the bark is amazing. Yeah, there's something about brisket. Just so comforting, man. The fat, the bark, the meat, the sauce. Next to it, we have some sausage. I think this one has cheese.
Yep.
All right. God, I could do this sauce all day. So you come here often?
Yep. I'm here all the time. And I always get the pulled pork sandwich with mac and cheese and collard greens. And then put a little pork crackling on it too. Get a nice bite on the sandwich, a little texture. That's a pro move right there.
For sure. So if you're ever driving through any of the states in the South, stop at a barbecue spot, just get yourself a pork sandwich, get the barbecue, then in the car, eat on the road. You know, we did it on the way up to West Virginia. No, it's amazing because you're getting like real North Carolina barbecue, but the pulled pork, I don't know, something so comforting about that. You know, it's just easy, and the bread is always very nice.
Yep, always.
This is banana pudding. Oh my gosh. What are we doing here?
You have to try it.
Banana pudding?
Yeah. It's a Southern classic.
No, I know. Oh gosh. This is too much.
And theirs is some of the best.
Yeah?
I wouldn't steer you wrong. All my sweets have been on point. Good stuff.
It's like a flan with banana.
It's not that fake banana flavor either. It's really good.
No, it's real. You're actually getting banana in here. Just diving deep.
Yeah, all the layers.
Wow. I've been trying a lot in the past few months. I'd say it's one of the best.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but theirs I really like.
Rodney Scott, I approve your restaurant. Too much. So, question, Trenton, how long have you been working here for?
Probably like 3 weeks now.
3 weeks. You love the barbecue?
Love it.
Yeah?
Love it, yes, sir.
Yeah, so why'd you decide to work here?
Because Rodney's actually my uncle.
Oh, okay, awesome.
No way.
Awesome.
He's actually my uncle. So, and he told me to come work here, so I came here.
So the smoked hog is in your blood then?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. So what's your favorite dish?
The whole hog.
The whole hog? Just like any piece? Spare rib, pulled pork? Doesn't matter?
Yes, sir.
And Charleston, you were born and raised?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So what do you love about Charleston?
It's just a chill city.
Chill city?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? So what can you tell me? I mean, favorite memory?
A good memory. A good memory about
Good
Charleston.
memory. Or good memory with Rodney.
Oh, when we was at the basketball game and I told him, I said, can I borrow $2? He was like, nope, you need to come get a job.
I love that.
Yeah.
Good. One of the cool things about Rodney Scott's is that they have drive-through. So you don't have to sit down. You can just come and get it to go.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. I've never seen that. For barbecue?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool. I love the food, man. It was delicious.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Amazing, amazing. Thank you. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you. I hope
Thank
so.
you, for sure. All right, let's go, let's go. We got one last stop today.
Yes.
And this is the beautiful College of Charleston. So you attended it?
Yes, this is my alma mater, and we're in the cistern right now. This is where they hold graduations, and it's really cool. All the men wear white suits, and the women wear white dresses, and you walk across the cistern. And they say it's bad luck to walk across before you graduate. Then you'll graduate late. You won't graduate on time, so a little superstition for you. Really cool spot. Great spot to hang out, and a lot of people don't know this is here. They don't know that Charleston has a college. And as soon as I found that out, I said, I'm coming. That's where I'm going to school.
Amazing.
So it's amazing.
So would you call Charleston a college town?
I would say yes, in a way, but you can also get away from it very easily. It doesn't take over the whole town. It's not the definition of the whole town, but they're definitely, you can tell a difference when the students are in town versus when they're not.
Yeah.
At certain places.
For sure. Right now is October. It is in the middle of fall, semester. We definitely feel it by our place. I mean, there's a lot of college students everywhere here right now. I mean, it's all it is college students. I love all the old buildings. So this is all part of the campus?
Yeah, when you'll go and meet with a professor, it'll normally be in like a historic building, which is really cool.
Incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
So it dates back to 1770. As you can see, the building is very old.
Yep.
Gorgeous. It does give me this, I went to Florida State University, so it does remind me a little bit of that,
Yeah.
The beautiful trees. I love the Spanish moss here. It's a gorgeous spot.
Oh yeah, it's such a pretty campus. I think we're usually voted one of the most beautiful campuses. I don't know where Florida State falls, but I know.
No, I'm a Cane. I'm a University of Miami. Go Canes! You used to live right there?
I used to. One of those windows used to be mine, right up there above the CVS. Great place to live. I loved it.
Do people party like right here in the center? I mean, how does it work here?
I mean, they're pretty strict actually at CFC, believe it or not. But there are some fun bars around here for those of age or with a good ID.
World famous Hank's Seafood.
Yeah, we're here to get some oyster stew. This is a quintessential low country restaurant. So we're gonna have amazing seafood here. They have a great raw bar. Definitely gonna enjoy it.
I'm excited, let's go. So Hank's has been in business for 25 years. They do seafood. They are #1 for seafood in Charleston. So 25 years in business, and it's like a steakhouse, but seafood focused.
Yeah, definitely a white tablecloth vibe, but you're still getting those flavors of the low country.
Yeah, like when I sat in here, I felt like I was at Morton's, right? These tables,
Comfy
nice,
booth.
Yeah, leather, nice round table. And we're gonna try some appetizers. I know they said we're gonna try the crab cake.
Crab cakes and the tuna tartare, they recommend it.
And I'm getting scallops.
Yep, and I'm getting the seafood a la Wando, so I'm getting all sorts of seafood in there. Little seafood medley.
Can't wait.
Beautiful.
Tuna tartare.
And we have our sauteed crab cakes.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Of course, please enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Hank's Seafood. The crab looks amazing. Crab cake.
They're known for the crab cakes here.
Wow, look at this beauty. The crust.
Beautiful. That sauce is looking buttery.
Right? Super buttery. And then we have over here the tuna tartare. I'm just gonna throw some lime on there. Lemon.
Got the little thing to catch the seeds. That's key.
Perfect. All right, bon appetit.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I don't think you're gonna need a knife.
You don't think I'm gonna need a knife?
That is
It's so soft.
lots of
I
crab.
almost feel like you gotta drop it in here.
Yeah, you gotta get some
And
sauce.
this-
Wow. It's buttery.
Oh my gosh. You know what it is? It's so soft.
Yeah. I can see why they recommended that. Yep.
So I didn't know that South Carolina was famous for its crab. I thought it was only Maryland.
Absolutely, yeah. We have
This
blue
is like-
crab. Yeah, and a lot of people just catch them around here. You can get a crab trap. Anyone could go out, get a crab trap. You put some chicken in there, raw chicken. They eat it up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you get them. It's delicious. I have some corn in here. It's just so, it's like melts when you bite in.
And you can tell there's a ton of crab in here. Not too much breading.
We're the number one for seafood, so we knew it was gonna be good.
Yep.
And then for this, just go in with this.
Yep.
A little bit of tuna. Basically salad chips.
Yeah.
Tuna tartare, my fave.
Oh yeah.
This, a beer, and a beach.
Really fresh.
Do you eat seafood a lot?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One of my main food groups. Yeah, I love it. This is my ideal meal right here.
I mean, me, if I could, I'd be pescatarian.
Right?
Purely fish and vegetables.
Yeah. No, I agree. It'd be very easy to do around here.
Yeah. No, for sure. Here, it's just like so. It's the local
Yeah.
food.
Seafood heaven right here.
Quick
You
cheers.
got some drinks? Cheers.
I love it. We're here, and everybody's looking at us.
You got the light.
Yeah, right. They're like, what the hell is happening over here? It's a Hollywood movie.
Big time stuff. This sauce is everything.
All
Right, we have our seafood alawando.
Wow.
Wow.
And we have blackened scallops for you today.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Please enjoy, folks.
Thank you
Wow.
so much.
And that comes with grits, right? That's grits.
Yeah.
Creamy grits. The entire thing is delicious.
Amazing.
Wow, this place is really packed now. You know, the time, 5:30. It's a lot of old people, but that's the time they like to eat.
Hey, that's when you gotta get in here.
My favorite time to eat is like 6 p.m. So
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. Right when they open, I'm here.
yeah, I can't do it in Spain. Too late.
No.
Okay, so you have that amazing seafood plate.
Yes, all
delicious.
sorts of seafood. I'm seeing shrimp. I might have some scallop in there, some fish, crab.
That's a crab meat right there. Yeah,
Yep.
a bunch of crab meat.
I think this might be a grit cake on the top.
That is a grit cake.
Yep.
And then I got some grits, I got scallops, and I have some pork rinds right here. Looks phenomenal.
A little throwback to what we had at Rodney Scott's.
Exactly.
We'll bring it all together.
Too much. All right, let's do it. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
All right, let's jump
This
into the
crab,
scallop.
yeah.
It's one of my favorite things on the planet, a little scallop.
Yep.
And melted.
Has some good seasoning on there.
Yep. What I love about scallops is no bones. Very
Yep,
easy to eat.
easy. Pop them right in. This sauce is kind of like the she crab soup that we had before, but it's a little lighter. It's got that crabby flavor, a little bit of sherry too. It really complements the seafood really
Awesome.
nicely.
Yeah, so mine has a little bit, I think this is like a corn, I don't know if it's corn gravy, but it is inside.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to mix everything
Mix
in
it
here.
all.
Got a little bit of scallop. It's a beautiful bite. What a combo.
Yeah. Perfect bite.
Perfect bite.
All the seafood in here is cooked perfectly too. It can't be easy to cook all these to the right temperature all at once, you know?
It's incredible. No, I love the whole atmosphere. And even though that this restaurant's packed, because we're in here, we're like in our own world.
Right, yeah. Our own little space.
Wow. I don't know if I've eaten this many grits on a trip in my life. I ate grits every day on this trip, multiple
Get the grit
times.
counter out.
So in terms of food, favorite low country cuisine. Ooh.
You trying to get me in trouble?
No, not the restaurant, but dish.
Oh, dish. I mean, shrimp and grits is classic.
Shrimp and grits?
Yeah, it's kind of like a test of a restaurant.
Yeah.
When you go in, it's like, how good are you? You try the shrimp and grits to see where they're at.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of my favorite dishes ever, shrimp and grits. It's a very southern dish.
Yep.
I mean, that mixed with barbecue, cornbread. I mean, I love that you guys have a lot of shrimp, so much shrimp. So, I mean, you could try endless shrimp here. That's good grits.
That's why I don't share food with you, bro, right there.
You can't.
There's nothing left to share.
Exactly.
Why do I have to share with you
I'm a slow
anything?
eater,
I'm a
so-
40-year-old man. Why am I sharing anything?
We have our southern pecan pie.
Oh, wow. So, what do we have on the side here?
A little salted caramel for you.
Salted caramel?
Amazing.
Looks almost like a Rice Krispie treat. So we're doing pecan. That's Georgian, but we're pretty close.
We have pecans here too.
I know, that's it. Okay, let's do it. Let's dive in. I can't. I'm too full.
It is chewy. It's hard to talk.
What's this? This restaurant's amazing. I'm super thankful we came. Yeah, this is great. Hank's Seafood, the best.
Definitely check it out.
So that's it for Charleston. That was an incredible adventure with Elise Cookin' with Booze.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Cooking with Booze, and on TikTok as well to show the best places to eat and drink in Charleston.
Thank you so much. This is incredible.
Thank you. This was so much fun. I'm glad I got to show you Charleston.
I had too much shrimp.